All right, let's get through this. Let's get done with this nonsense. First comment, ew, RWBY.
That is accurate for the most part.
For the large most part. I have to say, I have stuff to say, so is it going to be Discord thing or is it going to be through chat? Whose video is first? Det's? If Det wants to... I don't know which video.
I don't know which video is which.
Well, Triton says the best way to do it is Det's video, which is the Robyn one, and then his comment, and then Triton's comment, then Triton's video, then Triton's other comment. Triton, are you ready? Oh my god. Wait, it's RWBY month? No, it's not. Shut up.
Oh, no.
When it's Cats month.
We have enough. Speaking of which, I gotta re-private that.
Oh, the list?
Yeah.
Who'd you unprivate it for?
Somebody wanted to see it.
Uh-huh.
And, here you go. It was supposed to be for an hour, and then I forgot. Because I said I was gonna forget, and I did.
When was that?
About 3 hours ago.
What's up, Carlo? What's up, Peanut? Yo, oh my god, don't talk to the chat, Peanut. What's up, Fierce? What do you think of Ace Attorney? Apollo, it was good. The first one, like I said, it's the only one I played. Also, the best one.
Oh my goodness.
What? Oh, we're not.
This is Det's response.
What are y'all doing?
Here's Homeboy's response. And then here's Det's response.
We're not doing that.
And this is just Det. I have to assume, yep, there's Triton. Homeboy, you clapping back, homeboy? You clapping back. And then Triton, oh, you clapping back as well. This is a story time. We can't read this.
Y'all have brought up essays on this man. Why y'all trying to end his life? What's up, Meme? So RWBY is about colors. It's it's a bit of a red, white, blue, and yellow, but their names are also Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang.
Everybody in the world has a name associated with a color, and I hate it, and it's dumb. There's a finite amount of colors. You're gonna run out. You're gonna get duplicates, but we haven't yet for some reason. It's dumb. I hate it.
Fuck Dritz. So there's two options to go with the Dritz thing. We can either do it Saturday, and that'll give us time to reread Dressrosa, or we can do it next Saturday, and then this Saturday we continue the Triggered thing. Unless we have plans for something else.
You shouldn't have said next Saturday. You should have said this upcoming Saturday and the Saturday following, because next Saturday sounds like today is...
No, it's this Saturday, the Saturday that's coming up.
You said next Saturday we could do Dritz, or we could do...
No, I said this Saturday we could do Dritz, and then I said...
You did not say this Saturday.
Can I finish what I said? Can I finish what I said? I said this Saturday we could do Dritz, or next Saturday we could do Dritz. Oh my god, okay. Let's see. We can either do it Saturday, and that'll give us time to reread Saturday, okay. I didn't say this Saturday.
Exactly.
But I also didn't say next Saturday. This Saturday we continue the Triggered thing. We do it Saturday.
We could do it Saturday.
Okay. And that'll give us time to reread Dressrosa. Or we can do it next Saturday, and then this Saturday we continue the Triggered thing.
Next Saturday is not... That does not sound like
but if
this upcoming Saturday.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's not this upcoming Saturday. It's next Saturday. This Saturday we would do Triggered.
Then why would you say next Saturday first and then this Saturday second?
Yeah, that's the part that's the issue. The order in which
you just stuck.
No, I don't believe I stuck on that one.
Accept it.
Oh my god. So we can do either one of those.
How about this?
Maybe we put it to a poll.
Since this is a shorter video. These are two shorter videos. We can have a shorter stream, and then we could just do the video 6, 7, 8 hours, whatever it's gonna be next week, or we can lengthen this video, do the Triggered, and then do the Dritz this Saturday, next Saturday, the following Saturday, another fortnight of a Saturday. However, colloquially you want to speak.
Essentially, you just want Dritz on Saturday, regardless of the option.
No.
Because that would be, if we do Triggered this week, we don't need to do it Saturday. Or we could do, what was the first thing you said? Just do...
I said a shorter stream this week, and then we just do as long as we can for Dritz on next week. Or we lengthen this stream, and then we do a normal stream.
But you just said for next week. So, but we would be doing a stream this week. So are you talking about the Dritz stream is next week or this week?
This upcoming Saturday.
Okay.
We could do the Dritz stream. Should we shorten this stream? Mm-hmm. And should we not shorten this stream and make it a normal length stream? We could do a Triggered next week for another normal length stream. And then the following Saturday, post that Saturday.
So what will you do this Saturday on that second scenario?
Triggered.
No, you said next Saturday for Triggered.
Did I say that?
Yes, you said next Triggered, and then you said the upcoming Saturday.
We're gonna do dates. What the is today? Since we both can't do calendars and dates is on the 11th. Short stream, long stream Dritz, or normal length stream today. 11th normal length stream for Triggered, and then the following Saturday, which is the 18th.
So, what will we be doing for a normal stream today?
We can find another video pepper in.
We'll decide what we want to do.
We can ask the chat also. Since we're...
The next upcoming following Saturday. Can't believe I gotta hear these two below-headed niggas talk about RWBY.
You ain't got to. You can leave. It's fine.
I don't know jack about RWBY, so this will be interesting, debatable. I'm upset, and I hope this will make me happy. Happy to collude here. Is it weird that Chun-Li looking more Chinese feels off? I think it's the bangs that really hurts it. Because she got too much forehead. What's up, Jay? RWBY starts out good and it becomes bad. That's exactly how I felt. Because I was watching the first 3 volumes and I'm like, where does it get bad? Then volume 4 hit and I went, oh, this is where.
The first 3 volumes range from volume 1 is nothing.
Yeah, no, it is the starting point, and I have no other words for it.
Volume 2 is the best that I can say. It's okay. Volume 3 I do not like at all.
Really, I liked volume 3.
No, bunch of lame fights that I don't care about.
Now that's the part I didn't like. The tournament fight where it's just like I don't know any of these people. It's just a bunch of powers doing stuff. But I like the overall story and the way they did it.
I would have liked peppering in of the maidens a little bit earlier.
No, it definitely with the maidens part. I'm talking strictly the plot and the way it was executed. I really like the plan that they implemented there to turn everybody against them. Yeah, I like that. 4, no, trash. I'm tired of this boring stuff. No, it's a bad volume.
Which is worse, 4 or 5?
5!
Another one of them.
5!
I'm on 4 train all day.
Bro! 4 suffers from being boring mostly.
Yes. And that's one of the worst things you can be.
I understand that. 5 is just, I don't...
5 is horrible.
There's very little I can find good in 5.
As boring as 4 is, that's how bad 5 is.
Exactly. So I gotta rock with 5. 6 was the good one? Is this based on y'all or based on... 6 is okay. Maybe it's because y'all are coming off the backs of the horrendous 5 and y'all had time to just be like, yo, 5 and stew on 5 until you went into 6. And then maybe even watching it weekly helped. That is okay.
We got a whole bunch of plot revelations. We got more into the Silver Eye stuff. Maria's awesome. Neo's back.
Neo's my girl.
I am a big smelly mark for Neo. And that's all there is to it.
She has so much character without ever talking. It's just great.
I keep saying it. They can't ruin her because she can't talk. So she can't say anything stupid. Oh, but they're going to try.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to darn try. How did you feel about Jean?
I didn't like him, and then I thought he was okay, and then I really didn't like him, and then I thought he was okay.
I don't see how them peaks and valleys happened. It was just like, what are you doing here? Why do we need why do we need this subplot of him and Pyrrha? Just and we're barely getting anything for the main characters. Like Weiss just stops being racist.
Yeah, that was weird.
But we just get his whole a love development for him and him struggling to overcome it. And then his 2 teammates, Red and Nora, they get nothing until volume 4. Mm-hmm. But he's had 3 volumes of stuff up until then.
Yeah.
It's like, why him?
I feel like he's the
audience surrogate.
Yeah. And it's just like you're kind of weak. You're not very good at pretty much anything. Even personality wise, it's just like a mask, all this stuff. So I think that's a lot of the reason you get a lot of development for him early. And that's where the peaks and valleys happen, because I was fine with the overcoming the bully plot line. I was not fine with the Pyrrha stuff. Mm-hmm. But I like Pyrrha. But I wasn't. As well. I wasn't good with the Pyrrha stuff.
But the issue is, it's like Naruto, where he's broken frame 1. He comes from a family of huntsmen, but he's like, what's aura? Surely he would know that.
Yeah. No. I'm not talking about the inconsistencies of the story in the character of Jean. I'm talking about Jean himself.
Understandable.
And that's where the peaks and valleys. Once you start thinking, that's where RWBY has so many problems, y'all.
It's big problems.
I was dying last night. Dying.
Just remember, going back years and years, Pro and Mike gassing this up.
But what volume were they on?
1, 2, and 3.
Okay, those are the ones where it's just like, okay, whatever.
They were like, this is it.
Oh, no.
They were big trying to get me into this. I'm like, show me something that would interest me. Show me something funny. They showed me clip. I'm like, nothing. They made you watch volume 1.
I did not like it originally. But I think what helped is y'all just going, this is awful. So I was going in with the mindset of this is awful. And I'm like, no, this isn't awful. It's just kind of nothing. No, and that was volume 1.
They're still 1, 2, and 3. They're still like, no, these are okay to good. I'm like, these are roller coasters of bad to okay to good to whatever.
I'll go okay to good.
But
I wouldn't go gung ho with good, but I would go gung ho with okay.
But 4
at
and
least
5
for
is
one.
where it just goes.
Yeah, no. That's the blow
horrible
up
stuff.
How do people feel about Volume 8?
It is big mixed.
I hate it.
It's really.
I hate it.
I've seen nothing but love and hate. It's really bad.
What's up, Fierce? I'll never bother to watch RWBY. You are a good man. I wouldn't have. So, here's the thing. We've got 10 minutes of content. And I spent 16 hours watching for this.
We can now do more.
I don't care.
We can
16 hours. No, that's downplaying it because the last 2 volumes alone are 4 hours. I spent like 22 hours watching content for y'all.
But we can now do more content.
This is how dedicated I am to this. 22 hours of something I ain't really like. For 10 minutes of content. This is awful. And if I hear anything about shipping, I'm gonna punch somebody.
Shipping? You don't know.
No. I'm saying in these 2 videos, I'm gonna punch somebody. I'm not here for the shipping.
I think we're good.
I'm not here for that. Robyn with Crow, you think we're good?
I think we're good. We're definitely good on the
Death has meaning. Pyrrha, John, you think we're good?
We might not be good on that one.
I don't want to hear this shippish. Kingdom Hearts Month or Bad Games Month? Bad Games Month might be fun.
Yeah.
Games Month, period, might be fun. We might do that.
Oh no, we were talking for so long. Oh no.
Oh, dude, what did y'all do?
Happened?
What did y'all do? What are we doing?
Where's the start?
I think these are the shortest videos you revisited. It might be Cameron.
Yeah.
RWBY
These are 2 requests from Triton and Det. They both got a free revisited through means that we're not going to talk about exactly.
This guy.
Not one of them was me purely, and the other was a joint venture because I asked you, it's cool, and you said yes. Okay. So I take 1.5 times the responsibility.
1.5 times?
No, 1.5. No, 0.5. No, 0.75 times.
It would be like 4.5 of the responsibility. You're talking about 1.5. Get out of here. RWBY Volume 5, 6, and 7, and 8 are terribly bad.
I think 6 is good.
I think it's mostly okay. I would allow the argument for bad.
I think 7 is the okay one.
I think 7 is bad, dude.
I think 8.
I think RWBY has 2 good volumes, 2 okay volumes at best, and the rest are bad to terrible.
You don't mean that.
I do, with all my heart. Hey guys, just finished Just Rosa epilogue. The arc is underrated. Changed my mind. Yeah, Dritz just put out a video on Just Rosa, the downfall of One Piece Part 2, that people are clamoring for us to do, and we are not gonna do it today, y'all.
Put up a poll right now. By the time we get to the end of the all these comments, it'll be just put in triggered or Dritz next week.
Okay. You mean this week?
Why does it have to be Sunday? That's the problem. I'm used to Saturday, so next week it counts.
Or triggered for June 11th stream.
Dritz is the One Piece. Triggered is the continuation of the Demon Slayer.
Dritz downfall of One Piece.
Choose the correct answer. We know what the correct answer is, y'all. Don't do this to us.
Part 2.
Find it in your heart, please. Hey, don't vote. How about that? Nobody votes. And then we just go, oh, I guess there's no want for it. There's no desire, so neither.
Just
oh, goodness.
Response. I can't. I'm just going to have to dash that one.
Still.
Yeah.
Just take away.
Yeah, I'm going to take a space and just stop. There we go. What are we doing next week, y'all? June 11th.
Y'all got until the end of us getting down to the comments. Did you do homework?
I did not.
What are you doing?
I honestly
I
didn't.
sent you it.
Yes, and I understand.
Yesterday.
I understand. I looked at it last night, and then I woke up today, and I started doing the stream stuff. RWBY just consumed me. I did not. I apologize. That is my fault.
We can definitely skim it.
At least skim over it. Yeah, we could do that.
Well,
or we could just have y'all in the voice chat to see what y'all were talking about.
Yeah.
Volume 8 is going downhill. Plot made no sense. I hated it.
Yeah.
RWBY was about color. I never watched RWBY. It's good. Red, yellow, white, and black 1 through 5. Yeah. Red, yellow, blue, and purple 6 through 8. Do you guys read webtoons all the time?
I used to, Peanut, but you recommended God of High School, and it sucked after a long time, and I never went back. I stopped after Gamer because he just started getting stronger and stronger, didn't really have any opposition, which you also recommended. So you're not hitting any sort of home runs, homie.
Church just ended. What did I miss? Nothing. Miss Downfall Part 2. It differs. You're on time. What did I miss? 8 nothing. 7. The next upcoming following Saturday, can you guys do a review on High Guardian Spice? I hear a lot of bad things. Maybe I'll look into it.
I also hear a lot of mad things.
Look at them putting it off. No, I'm just explaining why RWBY's bad. Sonic Spinball or Sonic the Secret Rings. Xel's got plenty more videos. I don't want to hear anymore. I already hate his voice. I just made $1,000 for my first paycheck. Why? My coworker walked, so I've been working a store for 2 weeks. Being an adult sucks. It always does.
Hey, that's
always did. Watch the Use K as a bad character video. Maybe we will. How bad is RWBY really? Very.
I'd say it has peaks of really bad and okay to
very.
Good to red.
I just want this stream to make me happy from the Drits raid. It differs. In my document, it differs. Blah, blah, blah. Half of the volume is about a side character practically ignoring our main characters. RWBY 1, 3, and 7 are the best.
7.
All I know about RWBY is speed. RWBY is not fast, and then she is fast, but then she can turn into rose petals. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do in the story, I guess. Shut up, we're going through the rest of these.
No, but them just going, your semblance is you can turn into rose petals. Nah, it's speed. Nah, you can molecularly disassemble yourself. It's like, why didn't you just pick one?
Why can Rand now just see emotion?
His is evolving, you see.
No, and that's what RWBY's is. It evolved too, I guess.
No!
Alright then, shut up.
Because
7 until 8 fucked everything up. Volume 8 trying to be DBZ Saga. I binged this. Neo is awesome. Yo guys, what's up, William? John sucks. He is the real main character. I know this isn't my type of stream, but I'm here to say hi, hello. What's up, guy with 2 names? I see you in everything. I saw you in Tevin's stream. I saw you in Ann's stream. I saw you in Piece of Pieces stream.
Time.
Killing it.
Oh, that Driss is not going down.
Just stops being racist. This stream is like watching a person you love become a zombie in real time. Damn, you right, Triton? I mean, they can if they make her talk.
No, they can't, but they're not going to. So how could they ruin her?
The RWBY rewrite by Celtic Phoenix is better. I might even look into that.
I've seen a couple of his.
You didn't like the John arc? You didn't like him getting bullied and getting the girl and voiced by the lead writer? No, I didn't.
Unbelievable.
John goes to a school to become a huntsman, but doesn't even try to apply himself, even though he wants to pursue it as his dream. Yeah.
Dude, it's horrible. You're not putting in the work, but you want the profit? What are you doing?
Because reasons wins the once you start thinking emoji.
You're not gonna answer that?
That's y'all.
No, but you could also do something on your thoughts about RWBY.
Yeah, I could. Can't wait for the reveal that Neo is RWBY's mom. I would hate it with all my heart. I would legitimately
No, absolutely not.
Only thing you're supposed to think about is the ships, voice chat. Yeah. Whose video are we doing first? Which one do you think, D.A.?
First person to say in the chat which video we're doing first, Robyn or Death. Go.
Yep, first person talking to Death. Oh no, not RWBY. Comment. You can leave. We're not here. You don't need to be here for this. This is awful. I like RWBY, but my God, it's not one of my favorite animation. 8 sucks so hard. DA, how old were your bros? I was like, that was a small kid. I don't know which one you're talking about. Try that again. Jet, who are you talking about? Volume 8 is mixed. Volume 8 made Volume 7 bad. Ain't it funny how we're putting in a school setting? I hated that we just moved away from it within 3 volumes. How long is a RWBY episode? It varies from like 9 to like 22. You can try.
In the beginning, it's shorter.
You can just try. You can just kill Triton and Det. BG, you are a bum. For what?
There's no need to even explain.
What's
It's
up,
just a
JCJ?
fact.
So dedicated to a job you hate. I hate Volume 8. I was called here with destiny. No, it wasn't comment. You can leave. Yeah, you can just go. I earned my freebie. This is gross. Do you like Yang and Blake together?
No.
I said no shipping.
No.
I said no shipping.
They're horrible.
When's Dritz Part 2?
Next week apparently, unless Triggered makes a big play on it.
What's your favorite ship from Star Trek?
This is quite the question, isn't it?
I ship Blake and Yang. Lex Box. No, you can have that. I'm not gonna argue for nor against. Here we go. I've been waiting for you to destroy some RWBY videos. Let's go. Who is worse, Triggered or Dritz? Dritz.
We'll see when we finish the videos.
Thoughts on main RWBY girls? That'd be kind of long. No, I can shorthand it. RWBY's okay, but can be kind of annoying at times. Yang is just antagonistic for no reason, but when she's good, she's really good. Blake is whatever. I like Blake. Weiss, I think, might be my favorite.
Yeah.
After this revisited, will you stop with RWBY or do you plan to do other videos on the topic? I mean, it's in our wheelhouse now, so we can do it whenever
We both
we
got
feel
the
like.
knowledge.
It's better to get this out the way. Triggered is just making up facts to help his point. I need to hear the king of slander rap again. Dritz one. Poke read the boxer. The boxer. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Peanut. Thank you. RWBY volume mostly mid. Like I said, Robbie, you can go. Comment, you can go. All right, we're at the end. So
A blowout. Fine.
So this upcoming Saturday, we will be doing the Dritz Downfall of One Piece Part 2, which means we need to reread Dressrosa. Who was the first person to type in the comments? So we can see who we're bringing in. I mean, we could just bring them both in at once, and then they could just talk about their videos. So give us a second, guys, because we're going to bring in the people who requested this video so they can talk about it for a little while before we start. I promise you we will start at the latest 3 o'clock.
There's gonna be these are 10-minute total streams. So
Yeah.
we gotta beef this up a little bit, even though y'all getting some 6-7 hours next week, maybe, if we're up to it.
If we feel like it.
But we will be doing Dritz next week.
All right, we're currently in the games with Discord people. If Det and or Triton are here, I know only a little about RWBY shipping. It isn't as bad as the Ladybug Cat Noir shipping. I'd rather not hear that because I hear a lot of things. All right, Triton's in here first. He jumped in immediately. So Triton, talk about your fake video, you bum.
Okay, so a little bit of backstory. What happened was we were originally going to do everything great about the Rise of Skywalker, and then the
what?
Why would you want it?
no, that was Death's idea. Originally, I was going to do the commentary track of that, and then I realized, oh yeah, that kind of sucks. Dad decided to find Xel Writer, who made these amazing videos. These amazing, these are terrible videos. Yeah, and
couldn't even keep up the facade.
couldn't. Okay, so then what Dad decided to do, decided to comment, do a comment thing on him, and Xel Writer is not a nice person. Like, he really is either very defensive or just will somewhat outright insult or just swear at you.
One of them people.
Yeah, so then we both went back and forth, and then at a certain point he just said, "Get out of the comment section." So I'm like, sure, fine.
Dang.
Then he made another video, which is my video, how Death in RWBY is good, and I was like, I really heavily disagree with this. We went back and forth for a month. A month. This dude is insane. I don't think he understands why this is incorrect. Why what he's saying is incorrect. And he sacked off Code Geass for this, which if anybody knows, I know Ralph knows, but he's probably not here. You don't do that.
Just don't. All right, this is gonna be
So
awful.
him being antagonistic, that's automatically just like.
Don't
No, that's
mind me.
not,
I'm
that's
just
not
trying
good.
his emotional support.
Emotional support. Hey, if I
Yes.
pay you guys $100 next week, you want to cover a Life is Strange video? I'll do it.
Happy.
Absolutely, comment.
I actually have something to say about RWBY.
Go ahead.
What do you think about the turn of Ironwood?
Oh
All
shit!
right.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
yes.
Nope. Sorry. I'm gonna leave y'all now. I don't even want
I
to
like how
talk
people
about it.
just jumped in.
No.
Fucking
no,
bum.
Ironwood.
Pussy.
Is
Metal.
Scared.
You know Metal, right?
Yeah.
It's the worst semblance.
Mm,
How can you tell me otherwise?
Do you know a semblance?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Do you?
okay, but
Do I know what?
His semblance.
Oh, who's Ironwood?
Ironwood.
Oh no, I thought you
it's
said
essentially
no semblance.
You
stubbornness.
don't know
What's
because
his-
they never
His
tell
semblance
you.
is called metal.
Uh-huh.
They
Um,
never
And it's
tell you.
stubbornness.
It is
It's
once he
such
puts
a
his mind
dumb
to something,
fucking
he's got blinders and he just goes straight for
That's
that. And only
stupid!
that. So that's why he's
Hey,
acting all irrationally.
That's
It was in an
stupid.
interview.
Semblance. They never talked about it in the show. It's off screen.
Not even at a panel.
On interview, they didn't
Somebody-
talk about it. Worst semblance. Tell me otherwise.
The voice actor for
Good luck, bad
found
luck!
it out through a fan.
Wow.
He
That's
didn't find it
terrible.
out through the actual show itself. That is garbage.
All right.
And now he
Oh.
may or may not be dead. So we'll never
Det,
know.
tell us your video, and then we can start the videos, y'all.
Y'all just hopping in when we said Det and Triton.
It's your own damn fault for joining a public call.
I at least have something to say. I have
Because we
something
were asking
to say.
for it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I have something to say, okay?
Yeah, I don't care. Det, what?
Well,
Yeah, you don't matter.
I came across this video by chance when we were doing our collusion for Viewer Request 1 2.
Collusion.
Disgusting.
And upon seeing, I'm like, this man is completely insane of what he's talking about. He's rewriting events to make characters look far worse than he was.
And he's doing it in such a short
wow.
amount of time. A 6-minute video to 4-minute video. Get in, stab him, and get out.
I tried to poke out like, hey, some of this is inconsistent with what you're saying. And then eventually it dove down to, you hate this woman character, you are a sexist.
Oh, I remember that.
That
And then you
Dr.
said,
Strange
"Oh, I
video.
fit in with the Republican Party." It's like, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so
Also,
when
I'm
we
Canadian, so that
Well,
doesn't
He
even.
is a crazy Australian who approves violence as a mean of result.
do our questions portion, we will be putting up those comments now, because they
Holy
need
crap.
to be seen.
Thank you.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's terrible. All right, we're gonna start the video. We're leaving now, you bums. All
See ya.
Namek and Turk, y'all should not be
It
here.
was a pleasure talking.
I-
It's your own damn fault for
No,
joining a
I
public call.
want to hear that. I guess we just start with Robyn Hill then. Why not?
How did you feel about her?
She didn't do enough, but she's good. She's cool.
I feel nothing for her.
Yeah. Comment, why you still here?
Hello again. Sorry if you can hear the fans, but it is stinking hot in Australia. As
I'm
always,
feeling-
thanks to my wonderful patrons for making these
Enjoy
episodes
this,
possible.
torture
Now
some-
then, let's discuss
Boy.
Robyn Hill and her narrative role, and more to the point, why it was so
Wait, pause real
necessary.
quick.
Oh, your description.
Description.
Yep. Description.
I'm here to do a video discussing the narrative role of Robyn Hill and hopefully further integrate my mascot into the video. Whatever.
Robyn X Chair is the only cruise ship.
That she serve as Ironwood's foil. First and foremost, Ironwood and Robyn are contrasted constantly.
So he's talking about just the narrative purpose that he serves as Ironwood's foil, and not as a character, not if she's good nor bad, just simply as a plot device character.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I don't.
Well, you could. Why are you ascribing this to her and not literally everybody? I don't. Yeah.
Not in person, but by their pervasive presence across the city of Mantle. We are reintroduced to Ironwood blaring out propaganda about how dangerous the world outside is, but how he will keep them safe, followed by Winter reinforced.
Is it propaganda? If it is dangerous out there, and he is actively keeping them safe.
Yeah, I don't know if that's legitimately propaganda or like a promise.
He's trying to instill trust in the people. I don't think that's propaganda.
His message all across Mantle. Meanwhile, Robyn's presence is quiet, less obtrusive, not demanding the people's attention, nor reliant on mechanisms that are dependent on exclusive access.
Dude, thematic opposite?
Is this all this is just gonna be?
Is this just thematic opposite? Yo, viewer request month is dead,
They're
y'all.
tyrannical and doing this all up in the public, and you gotta look at them. And she's all soft and quiet and over here, and there's just little posters, and you gotta notice her in order to notice her. No, I don't care. What is this?
Propaganda is information, especially of a biased and misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. Okay, I'd say that could be seen as propaganda then. Yeah, sure. We were incorrect.
Robyn's semblance is being a lie detector. Yeah, I don't like that.
Depends on your perspective. Yeah, it's open for some form of interpretation. Thematic can be added to any. It's added to everything these days.
We see it instead through posters and imagery put up by the people who actually support her. She is the leader wanted and welcomed, while Ironwood is forcing his presence and authority on the people. They're directly
We don't know, not to be a little bit pedantic about that, the graffiti, absolutely. But
you don't need to be here comment.
The posters, we don't know if that was put up by the people or for her because she's running
her
for
campaign.
office. So you could say that that's just being a little bit pedantic. We don't know, but just to say that the people put up the posters, that's not correct.
I don't understand why they trusted Robyn. Yeah, I don't know what she did. Maybe, but she was thieving things, so I don't know.
Her first thing on screen was she was stealing. I think it's just she's lower level and just sort of the people sort of person instead of big corporate man Schnee. But we don't really see that is the issue with the whole Robyn thing. We just see her trying to steal something, and like the next time that we see her, she's in front of the rally going, "We're all a part of this city and we're doing our best," and then the whole massacre happens. So we don't really see line level why do they support her sort of thing.
Porter also locked up in the mantle with the main cast. However, his personality is such that it helps obscure the truth of the situation for the protagonists, because his personality comes off as somewhat difficult to take seriously. What? Now, one might...
Can I get that sentence again?
...on the people. They're directly contrasted by a supporter also locked up in the mantle with the main cast. However, his personality is such that it helps obscure the truth of the situation for the protagonists, because his personality comes off as somewhat difficult to take seriously. Now...
The truth of what, though?
Of what situation?
That she might win?
Okay, because I remember him going, the Schnees suck. I'm here. I'm doing this for Robyn. She's gonna be the next she's gonna be the next leader. What's the contrast? What's that point?
Want to elaborate on that? No. Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that he talked fast. I'm like, am I missing it? But he's just another one of them fast talkers. It's just boom, 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 point. I don't really understand that point.
Now, one might think the first meetings would reflect worse on Robyn over Ironwood given how they turned out, but not really. After all, it was Ironwood's elite forces, rarely seen in Mantle, who arrested our protagonist for unlawful weapon usage defending the civilians, despite Crow being a huntsman. The idea that they were doing this...
It doesn't matter if they're with Crow. It's still, they're not huntsmen, so they're not allowed to use their weapons. Also, they flew in on a stolen ship. They've already got grounds to arrest these people. You're not supposed to do that. Yes, you're protecting the people, but it's still illegal.
Yeah, it's like a vigilante. You can't do just vigilanteism. There's laws against it. So even if you're protecting someone, you can still be arrested. Superhero movies are predicated on them trying to arrest Spidey and Bats and Soups at times.
And just having a huntsman with you, does that allow you to just do whatever huntsman work as a tag along? I mean,
even in the Batman film, when Gordon was walking bats through everything, they were like, no, what are you doing? So just having a cop is not gonna stop you from getting arrested. You'd probably get the cop arrested too, which is what happened here.
The main cast deserves to be in prison. They came in on a stolen airship. Yeah, they did. And they were just like, identify yourself. And they just shut off the comms.
Genlock or RWBY, what's worse? Genlock.
Leaps and bounds.
2 seasons and it's worse than 8 volumes. Absolutely. Not even close.
Over the stolen manta doesn't fly because they ignored Maria, meaning the evidence was not even circumstantial. Now, Ironwood did present himself in a...
Could you go back? What was that point?
Like Crow being a huntsman. The idea that they were doing this over the stolen manta doesn't fly because they ignored Maria, meaning the evidence was not even circumstantial. Now, Ironwood did...
Okay. So he's saying that the reason they were arrested was not because of the stolen ship, because Maria was there and she was not arrested. It's still vigilantism. You can still get arrested for it.
Yes.
They don't know Maria's with them. Oh, yeah. Do they? No, she's right there.
I mean, she's right there. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're with her.
Wouldn't the general tell them? Or no. I guess not, because she was on their side now. So they just know the RWBY people stole the ship.
Circumstantial. Now, Ironwood did present himself in a rather affable and open fashion following this, however that doesn't end up being wholly truthful. Why? Because when we first meet Robyn Hill, she and her happy huntresses have erected a barricade between the road and Amity Coliseum. It is here that Robyn reveals Ironwood's lie of a mission. Those supplies Ruby, Penny and Crow were innocently escorting, purchased, marked and planned for Mantle, which was already established having weak and out-of-date defences by the Grim breaking in, Clover's narration and Watts' own observations. In response to...
Watts' own observation was that the code was weak because he wrote the code. He can cut it off.
Yeah, manipulate it.
Yeah, that doesn't... Clover's... I don't remember Clover's narration exactly, but...
You want to talk about a lie of a mission, but he was doing something he thought was correct, and he did it through the proper channels as opposed to Robyn, who's just kind of stealing things.
Yeah. And you say that... he said that he had a calm, affable nature, but it's turned out to be a lie. I mean, what was a lie about what he said in that room where he just goes, "I know everything about the relics.
Mm-hmm.
I know everything about everything.
Everything about everything.
Here's the relic back. You guys hold on to it. There will be no more lies or mistruths. I'm laying down all my cards." Tells them the plan about the tower. I don't think he told them right then and there.
No.
Might have told them a little bit later.
I think it was a little bit later. And then when they meet Robyn again, they let her know it's a communications tower. Yeah, I don't get this point exactly. That Robyn is better because she's different than Ironwood. Okay, before Volume 8, what would have been the argument here? Because Volume 8 is when he turns.
Yes.
And that's when he starts becoming a monster and the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the argument pro Robyn, anti him at that point?
And he's also just talking about lies of omissions when RWBY literally just lied.
Straight up lied to multiple people. Team RWBY lied to multiple people multiple times.
He absolves RWBY and Cole of all wrongdoings here. Absolutely. He just brushes right over that. I don't understand. Because if Ironwood is in the wrong, RWBY's in the wrong.
Team RWBY knows about his plans and where these supplies are going, but he runs with the narrative that they didn't know where the supplies were going for some reason. Yeah, I don't understand because they were still gung-ho for that plan once they learned about it. I don't...
these justified accusations, Clover attempts to be evasive, outright lie.
Go back. We need everything because he's a very fast talker.
Which was already established having weak and out-of-date defences by the Grim breaking in, Clover's narration and Watts' own observations. In response to these justified accusations, Clover attempts to be evasive, outright lies, and ultimately falls back on using Ironwood's authority to basically demand Robyn let what is functionally an embezzling scheme off scot-free because the...
Is he gonna tell her what's going on? The master plan about Salem and everything? Yo, we're taking this over here to build a big tower to stop an evil super monster that's existed for millennia from coming here. What did you get? He's under orders to do this thing, and she's literally stopping him, which is against the law.
By trying to steal the stuff.
They were gonna ambush him. So what was the plan there? Because earlier, when they're walking into the cave, they're like, "Man, it's cold. Good thing we got our auras, otherwise we'd freeze to death." So, was she gonna knock them out and take the supplies? Because if she does, that kills them. What was the plan? Hey, just give it here peacefully, no fighting. There is nobody's walking away from this clean. Somebody's getting their hands dirty. Somebody's dying because you've already established that no aura means cold death.
What makes it even worse? What makes it even worse? It makes Team RWBY hypocrites because they keep secrets like Osmond. Yeah. Absolutely,
I hate that.
And then they straight up, he's just like, "Yo, are we doing the same thing that Osmond did?" And RWBY's like,
like, "No, you are. This is a bad thing that you're doing." You want this man to trust you, but you're not offering the same respect. Now kill this noise.
General said so. It's only the dual effect of Robyn's seeming respect for Penny and the threat she poses that caused her to back off, going full Robin Hood and reclaiming what was taken from
Respect? She knows what Penny can do, and she do not want none of that
There
smoke.
was no respect there. She just went, "Oh, the protector of Atlas, huh?" And that was it.
And she was like, "Stand aside, please." And she went, do I want that smoke?
I think that was it. What was the respect there? I don't remember any respect.
people then and there. This serves to establish Robyn as someone very straightforward and honest, but who will not be swayed by appeals to authority in favour of what's right, while also serving to...
But they thought they were doing what's right.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own version of what's right here, and some rights are wrong.
highlight Ironwood's lack of care and not wholly honest, let alone legal or moral conduct. Despite...
No! He went through the legal channels to do this, and she went, "Hey, I'm stealing this!"
I'm stealing it. Her last line here was, "We're gonna get that no matter what." No matter what? That sounds pretty nefarious.
Clover straight up just went, "Hey, I hope everything you do diverting this is legal once you're a councilwoman."
Why is she out there if she's in the running to be... Why aren't they arresting her? They just tried to ambush him and take theirs. No, you're going to jail.
You're going to jail.
What are you doing? Why is she out there? Wait a second. That doesn't make any sense. Why she's not being arrested? Because she put up a blockade. That's got to have some sort of questionable legality. There was a clear threat. And she's running for council? Why is she the front runner for this?
Because she didn't outright murder nobody.
Threats are illegal.
And she didn't outright murder nobody.
You can still get
We've
done
got
after
more
that.
important things like to murder nobodies. Wait, what did she get arrested for? Because she was part of RWBY and Ironwood was like, yeah, just arrest all of them.
No, she was not on that scroll.
Oh, then, oh yeah, because she fought alongside.
Yeah, she was just like, "You're not gonna take me," and she pulled out her dumb eagle crossbow that I hate thing. But it was just like, Crow was just sitting there just going, "All right, chill out. We're going to hop on over there, talk to Ironwood." And
No, let's just get this over with.
She's just like, "You're not going to take me alive, but just get this over with." And then she just started blasting.
Oh yeah, I can finally watch Common's video. I can finally watch H Bomber Guy.
Oh, H Bomber Guy. Oh, that's a real good video.
This setback and an overwhelming opposition, Robyn doesn't waver even when her own subordinates seem adrift. Another contrast, albeit one for later. Following this exchange...
Ironwood doesn't waver when his people seem adrift. Because Winter is constantly just like...
Are you questioning this? No, sir.
That's not a contrast. That's a
literally
similarity.
cried when she was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stand up against you."
He straight up lies here.
We next see contrast brought up thanks to the election itself. Ironwood makes it clear that despite his distaste for Jacques, he clearly doesn't like the prospect of Robyn on the council either, seeming vexed at the prospect of having to coordinate with her or anyone. Meanwhile, despite her own subordinates clearly not being fond of the Aesop's presence, Robyn establishes herself as someone who will reach across the aisle and who genuinely does want to work together, or at the very least...
Not genuinely! We're gonna have to work together soon, so let's get this rocking!
Why be antagonistic? You guys are the protector of Atlas. I'm gonna be the leader of Atlas, so let's be chill.
Respects the necessity of it. Her speech also proves a useful contrast when it comes to addressing the idea of Mantle and her people, both in how they talk about it and are viewed in turn. Robyn is clearly beloved by the people of Mantle and more to the point acknowledges and engages with them as a people. Meanwhile, Ironwood only ever...
She's not clearly beloved by the people, as seen by she has 45% of the votes. I mean 55%.
Well, it was like 70.
But at that point, in what he showed.
But that's also Atlas that votes. It's not just Mantle.
True.
Looks at Mantle as a city, not a people, and his neglect and secrecy result in a distrust and unease. Then the election massacre...
Yes, he sees it as a city. It's the conglomerate that he needs to protect. It's the whole that he needs to protect. She's like line level people. Let's protect the people. He's like, let's protect everything all at once. It's a contrast, but I mean, in this sentence, neither is right nor wrong. He's not wrong for just seeing it as a big thing that I need to protect.
Result in a distrust and unease. Then the election massacre happened. Jacques steals the election, and Mantle remains neglected and in danger thanks to its not up.
That stealing the election was really bad because Penny's weapons glow.
Yeah.
So you should be able to see her if she is
Dude,
killing
she
people.
has night vision, but she can't track this piece of that just jumps.
Faunists have night vision, but the little sheep girl that was slashed, she wasn't like, oh, that wasn't Penny, that was some scorpion man. I'm so lost. He's just wording. he's just going for it.
Then the election massacre happened. Jacques steals the election, and Mantle remains neglected and in danger thanks to its not updated security and crumbling infrastructure. Following that, and to quote Clover of all people, the Happy Huntresses have gone full vigilante. I'd like to make a note to say that taking back stuff stolen, even by a government, is not terrorism, because I've legit seen people argue that...
That is terrorism.
Even if it's not purely the definition of terrorism, it's still wrong and illegal. You don't know what...
And did Ironwood steal it? Or did he go through the proper channels to divert it?
You don't know what these resources are being used for. You don't know if it's for the greater good or not. You're just stealing it. That's still illegal, no matter what, terrorism or no.
The unlawful use of violence or intimidation, especially against citizens or civilians, in the pursuit of political aims.
Well, these aren't civilians technically, since they're
Part of the military.
yeah. I'm sure there's some robots in there. Yeah, they're just robots.
Robots.
But still, don't just excuse it as being not terrorism. Talk about what it is, which is stealing and illegal.
That, but no, terrorism involves, terror and murder of civilian targets, not
No, not civilian targets. It does not need to be civilian targets. And it is in terror.
taking medals from military convoys. But to the point, this shows just how difficult it is for...
But okay, you're being pedantic about the term terrorism as opposed to, hey, you are now stealing from the government.
Yeah. You're not looking at that part. You're not going, this man is diverting resources to this place and this chick is just stealing it. No, she's just not doing terrorism. You're not talking about what she is doing, though.
Targets, not taking medals from military convoys. But to the point, this shows just how difficult it is for Mantle's leadership to even come close to getting the people the resources they need to survive in safety. Meanwhile, Ironwood can take everything from them with a stroke of his pen in an office from which he can't even see the city he's robbing. Similarly, Ironwood lies to the people of Mantle about where their resources will be going. In contrast, Robyn returns what is theirs and bolsters their confidence to the point where they can turn down the military's demands until their city is made safe. Also,
But he does it for the greater good. He does it for what he thinks is the greater good. He's going, these resources are better appropriated over here. Yeah, you can help a couple of people with these resources down here, but I'm trying to help everybody with these. You're just looking at it as big corporation man and small line level person. And it's a lot more than just that.
Yeah, this isn't like unionization where we're all going to come together and go against corporate man so we're all treated fairly. She's just stealing materials that were diverted. And then it's a lot of things.
demands
Pull
until
the trigger and changing the words to fit his narrative.
Terrorism can also have theft involved.
to the point where they can turn down the military's demands until their city is made safe. Also, idle aside, but the simple fact that Ironwood neglects Mantle, a city he is both obliged to protect and also that Atlas relies on to even function, should be a pretty big tell that this is not the guy you want leading the world in a charge against Salem, because he will screw everyone else over to protect Atlas. Or whatever.
No. It's not to protect Atlas. It's for the greater good. Whatever he sees is the greater good, he's going to go for that. The greater good is Atlas at this point. And if it's just like the greater good is destroying 99% of the humanity to kill Salem, he's going to do that. It's just about the greater good for him.
Brain plan he has in the works, and the moment you start seeing people as expendable, yeah, that's when you become a problem, especially in a hope punk series like RWBY. Anyway, back on topic. Despite efforts by Blake and Yang to bridge the divide, we see highlighted how Ironwood's refusal to let others in on his plans is self-sabotaging to said plans. Along with the fact that despite technically being a criminal and the risks involved, Robyn is still perceived positively both by the people of Mantle and the heroes. Meanwhile, Ironwood's already low stock is plummeting. On a briefly optimistic note, we also get to see how when Ironwood does let others in and does collaborate, that things improve immensely, from inspiring the people of Mantle, regaining or gaining the trust of the heroes and happy huntresses, and sabotaging Tyrion and Watts' plans.
Pause. But that's not a very good scene about inspiring people's hopes and stuff, because he literally can't lie in that situation.
Yeah. It's not like he's coming from the heart, just like, yeah, I'm going to do this. It's proving that he's not lying, but he literally can't say anything but non-lies. I want to rip his fucking leapfrog tablet off his body.
It's not a good OC.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah, he's just going a mile a minute of just this thing, and there's a comparison to be made. Moving on.
Yeah, is he talking about Ruby lying? Or is it just like, oh, Ironwood lied, always be honest, always be the... Why y'all picking on Avatar? Why y'all picking on his
computer man thing?
But where the prospect of a more powerful, implacable foe has so far done little more than slow Robyn down, Ironwood, when faced with even a reminder of Cinder, breaks and will burn the entire House of Cards down to keep himself warm another day.
He knows what Cinder can do. He knows that Cinder is working for Salem. He knows the greater evil at play. Robyn does not. So that's not analogous that she's just like, let him come, whatever, it doesn't matter. And he's like, no, this is a problem. They broke into my office once before and could have done anything and just left a chess piece. They have that ability and that power. This one person. Of course he's going to be fearful of that. When you see that she's back.
And then see the big old Salem.
And it's just like, oh, she could just hop in here whenever. All right, mantle time, mental fortitude, simplest time. Here we go.
If he was just like, yo, whatever to keep me safe, when she was like, yo, just let me in and we'll be cool. And he was like, no, that's not going to happen. He's still going by what he thinks is best for the people. It's not just, hey, let me live. That's Lionheart or whatever that piece of name was. That's him just like, yo, just keep me cool. And then you can do whatever after that. I don't care. That's in Jocks where it's just like, yo, let me be part of the council and you can take over the city for all I give a
This is not a positive nor a negative for either of them. It's not the point that you're making.
Oh, dude, I hated Cinder's backstory. Just hated it.
Great. Fantastic. Love that you hated it. It's horrible. He broke because Team Ruby lied to him. Yeah, that was the point of just like, come on, y'all. I was telling y'all the truth.
Presence alone causing him to order the death of Freya and cancelling the evacuation of Mantle because he blames the refugees for Cinder getting into the city. Also, I would note again that helping someone resist a literally unlawful arrest and also not wanting to be taken to the flying fortress of the man who just condemned your entire city to die isn't terrorism. It was also literally...
You are stuck on this terrorism part.
No, it's not terrorism, but it didn't have nothing to do with them. As Crow is sitting there just like, chill out. Both of y'all chill out. We can just go hop on over there, have a conversation with him. And she's like, no. How about this bird arrow? I hate that thing. It sucks.
What is it? Like, has she won? Has she won against anyone?
Probably. But again, he's just going, it's not terrorism. No. It's technically not terrorism, but it's still bad. It's still bad. And we need to talk about that.
Because Crow was the one that was like, yo, let's chill out. And she was like, no, let's just do this.
Let's chill out. He literally said
everything that follows
was her fault.
It's partly because she's just like, no, it's time to just fight because nothing else is going to happen. Because talking is done.
Her arrow released Tyrion, which crashed the plane, which set across the motions to kill Clover, which landed Crow and her in jail. For real jail. Yeah, people do love Cinder's backstory.
For what?
It's
Cinderella with murder.
Yes. And people love the analogies to literary characters and stuff like that. People love that.
I don't care. So it's fine to just wholesale take a story And just
put it in there.
and just add some lemon on top of it.
Yeah. You know the black chick with the really fast? She's the hair in the turtle in the hair.
Yes, I know.
So that's good,
I
isn't it?
hate it.
And he's a story about a man with a fishing rod, which is why he has a fishing rod. You see, that's why that is going on.
We're repurposing characters y'all already know.
I hate it. You either have the names being the colors or have the literary characters. You don't really need both.
The only choice Robyn had beyond just submitting to capture.
What? No. I'm talking about debt. People tried to argue that it was Lucky Guy's good luck semblance that freed Tyrion.
Why? What?
How
would that be?
I'd be closer to Crow's bad luck canceled it out.
What's the net good in that situation? The pilot died and Clover died.
Only choice Robyn had beyond just submitting to capture. But
Boy,
moving
she
on.
wasn't being captured. This had nothing to do with her. She was not on that scroll.
Nope.
She was taken to the place with him, but there's no guarantee of capture at that point.
Yeah, they were all just sitting on the ship cool until he got the message that he needs to arrest Crow. So there was no issue with them going there. She wasn't under arrest. Crow wasn't under arrest until the scroll was like, yo, gotta arrest you.
It was lucky for Tyrion. That's what they... Does it work like that? Luck for anybody involved? Just passive, hey, whoever is around luck? Of these what? 5 people in the airplane, does one dude get the luck? Why? He's not even looking at him. He's not near him.
So what activates the luck there? Because for Crow, he's just like, bad luck follows anybody I'm near. So it's just like everybody in the area of Crow gets affected. Not everybody got good luck at that time. Why was it specifically him in that moment?
And there were several times when he sort of dingled his 4-leaf clover, and I don't know if that was activating the good luck or just like a good luck sort of psychosemantic thing of this is how I'm activating it sort of thing. But
Triton, I'm not listening to that song because all their songs are so on the nose. Even the openings are on the nose at times.
Is that the Cinder?
Yes.
Where it's just like, nobody will ever love you or whatever. I'm like, you're not even trying.
When they were fighting the Great Force, when RWBY was fighting, it was just like, you can't get past your orders. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, the insert songs are just like, this is what's happening. But the Neo one was fire.
Cinder song nearly made me vomit.
It was horrible. BG, check the Discord. BG, don't check the Discord.
Only choice Robyn had beyond just submitting to capture. But moving on, even in V8 with Robyn separated from the action, she shows her contrasts with Ironwood. A quick and easy example is the fact that the Happy Huntresses are able to function even without Robyn present. Meanwhile, Atlas is so hierarchical, it seems to struggle to function without somebody sitting at the top. But more
yes,
it's a military operation as opposed to a bunch of individuals.
Ragtag group of people where anybody can see the dailies going on and pick it up. You need a second in command. You be like, all right, I'm in it, and then you have to figure out exactly what's going on.
There's a ranking system in that one. What are your orders? Because you're the highest rank. It's a different structure. How does it? What are we doing here?
And that doesn't speak to like leadership's abilities at all. That's not a contrast in the least.
Knight, she wasn't getting captured. He's not even thinking about that. He just, she's on the ship too. She must have been captured as well. How does the passive semblance work in their world when aura is tied to the semblance and you need to activate it? Hey, shut up.
There is an explanation that was done in a podcast.
What?
There's a lot.
Say it in the story!
Oh, there's a lot of that.
Why? Why would I need to go to a podcast and learn legitimate world building stuff? Legitimate story things?
Because they're not good storytellers. That's why.
But we got in 4 episodes to faff about in Volume 4?
They were just on their butts for the majority of Volume 5. That was basically a villain story.
Personal examples, despite them being bereft of contact or the ability to help, she uses what little she has to try and bolster Crow, helping him through something very painful and never losing her resolve or standards. Sure. To the point...
Acted earlier, but what's Cinder's dog shit backstory? She was in a orphanage or whatever, or she was a thief, whatever.
She was in an orphanage.
And then somebody adopted her, and it was a mother that was just like, yo, clean floors and do all this, and she threw food on the ground for her to eat it, and she had two stepsisters that would laugh at her.
And just giggle and ha ha ha, you're nothing.
She would be cleaning and all this stuff, and then they come stomping in with muddy feet like you missed a spot, and then she get all mad, and then she stole a weapon from a person, a huntsman, and kill all of them, and then another huntsman was like, yo, no, I'm gonna train you to be a huntsman. And then they trained to be a huntsman, and then she killed the people and went, I ain't gotta run nowhere no more. And then he went, you're always gonna be running.
You ain't gotta run no more because you about to die.
So then they fought, and she killed him, and he patted her head as he died, and then she was just like, yeah, I'm just bad.
And then, question mark, Salem.
Of turning down a chance at catharsis and revenge to instead focus on helping save everyone and happily collaborating with others to do so, even former enemies. Meanwhile, I would rely...
So, in military operations, there is a casualty thing, and it's just like you can't save everyone. The fact that people are legitimately dying now as they're doing these things means they can't save everyone. Now, you have to try... If you're just a vigilante, just like, yo, these are my ideals, we have to try to save everyone. But a military operation is like, what's the best to save the max amount of people? Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's cordoning off a city, in zombie movies, like where they cordon off a whole city. It's just like
those people over there are just screwed.
They're just screwed, but it'll protect literally the rest of the planet, and that's worth it.
And again, this is just contrast stuff. Not about if it makes sense for the character. Not about if it's good or bad or inconsistent. Anything. It's just this person's doing this and this person's doing this.
So essentially, this person aligns with my values, and that's what makes her a good character, because I believe the things she believes.
He hasn't said anything about her being a good character.
No, Turk! I did not watch it willingly. I did not talk about it willingly. I legitimately asked D.A. and he can prove this. I said, is there anything in volume 8 that the videos talk about? And he said yes, and I went dang, because I would have stopped at volume 7.
For good reasons.
As more and more on force and authority, having already rankled at questions or counterpoints, he grows even more violent in the face of disobedience and even outright tortures Watts into subservience, or seeming subservience given Watts plays him. Ironwood's despair and fear consumed him entirely, letting him drive himself beyond rationality as his desperate desire for safety and control leaves Mantle to die and Atlas spiraling ever downwards, right into Salem's hands. Put bluntly, good...
Whoa, that mic quality just completely changed. This is a whole different recording. What was Robyn's plan?
What was her end game? Fix the hole, and then what? Because she doesn't know of the greater evil coming. What's her plan for the giant whale coming down? If she was in charge, but attack? She doesn't know what they can do.
What was it about Ironwood that played right into Salem's hand that wouldn't have happened, even to a greater extent, for Robyn? You're truly a tragic individual. I'll pour one out for you. Please, thank you.
Leaders lift people and other ideas up. Ironwood quite literally shoots them down. Well, that's all for today. If you want to help out with...
What? We're done? What?
So in closing... RWBY is a series of contrasts, I guess. And that's all we need to talk about. What is the purpose of this video?
RWBY and team didn't have a plan versus Ironwood, who, while sure there would have been a lot of casualties, but at the very least, lives would have been saved.
Yeah, they just didn't have. They were just like, oh,
I don't know what to do here.
I got a plan, but it's a bad plan. All right, think of a better one.
I got nothing, but you can't do the thing. Yeah, that was a bad video.
I'll probably rate them both together.
Yeah,
Since
that's
they're so
that's a
short.
plan.
But yeah, that was. What is the? I just don't understand because it was just the contrast, and you can contrast any two characters. This character's doing this and this character's doing that. Okay, great.
The contrast of Weiss and her brother. Okay, thanks.
Okay. Thank you for simply saying the contrast.
The contrast of her father and mother. Cool.
Just like the theme. Here it is. Now what?
Is RWBY the wave? Y'all no! Get RWBY out of here. Comment or the second video when we do our question segment. It'll be all the comments. I'll just scroll through them so people can read them, pause and read them at their leisure. But, oh, dang. Oh, no, they're also linked in the videos themselves are also linked in the description so they can go through all the comments if they wish. So this one is called RWBY Is Taking Death Seriously.
Oh, well, you are just wrong.
I'm going to assume this is about Pyrrha because there's no way he could talk about Cinder.
There's no way he could talk about Penny. But let me just see what he has to say in the old.
This one is worse.
Fantastic. Hello again. I'm here to do a video discussing how RWBY handles death. Given the topic matter, I won't blame anybody that opts out. You're not great with the descriptions.
If you're watching RWBY, why would you be
averse to hearing about death if you're watching a series that has the death in it? That's a great question. We'll find out.
Will we? RWBY. All right, thanks for the point.
Hello again, I'm here today to discuss a potentially uncomfortable topic, one that I think is worth bringing up. How RWBY handles death in contrast to other media. As
this thing over here, we never left.
We never left. Different, equal side, good. Still the same month, y'all. I can't wait for Pyrrha to magically come back. Oh, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the final volume where Cinder dies. It's just like, I was inside of her in my essence.
Or one of the relics is going to be like, you come back to life or something. Contrast. That was the whole video. That was worthless.
you can imagine, there may be some upsetting content in this episode, so I won't blame anyone who needs to skip. But before we start, thank you as always to my wonderful patrons for making these episodes possible. Now, what do I mean?
These episodes are possible because of $9.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it. I wouldn't show the thing then.
By that title, RWBY is taking death seriously. Well, it can be related to a lot of things, like how in a lot of media killing isn't taken all that seriously.
Dragon Ball!
Goodness!
Dragon Ball!
No, come on!
You say in a lot of media, and then you point to Dragon Ball, my guy?
Literal wish stuff. Come
Seriously, at all.
on! And this is Vegeta killing a villain. That doesn't matter. That's not even the right screenshot.
And the villain doesn't come back.
Things like how in a lot of media killing isn't taken all that seriously at all, either by the characters or the narrative, or how it's only murder if they aren't faceless mooks. The latter can at least be an...
It is murder.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the story doesn't slow down to say, yo, I'm murdering people.
They are trying to kill, in that situation, Han and Leia, I believe that was. So you have to kill. That's in the line of duty. That's not murder.
So that's all.
It might be murder.
This is all it's gonna take. Blake and Yang going, yo, we murdered him. Yeah, but we had to.
That was the Adam stuff where they're both shaking and comforting each other. That's taking death seriously, yo. That's what it's all about. Not this dumb Vegeta blasting a guy and like, you're dead. Not the stormtroopers, pew, pew. No, them.
unintentional example of how a million is a statistic, but for the most part that isn't what I'm getting at. In this case I'm talking about the act of dying itself.
Why, dude?
Murder if they aren't faceless mooks. The latter can at least be an unintentional example of how a million is a statistic, but for the most part that isn't what I'm getting at. In this case I'm talking about the act of dying itself. In a lot of media, even ones once famed for their quote-unquote realism, death is often rather drawn out, dramatic, elegantly framed, and in many ways rather accommodating for stuff like last words.
You mean...
Oh my goodness.
You mean like Penny?
Like,
Is that who you mean? You mean like Pyrrha? Is that what you're talking about?
oh dear.
Like when characters die and then there's a long drawn out thing when there's a protagonist? Is that what you are explaining?
Oh my goodness. And is it a bad thing that they get those last moments? Is it an unrealistic thing?
They killed Adam and then held each other and then they moved on like it didn't happen. That's exactly like the Tomb Raider reboot where Laura kills somebody and she's like, oh no, I'm crying, oh my god. And then she's just murdering people. And then she's just murdering people and she does not care for future time.
That's like The Last of Us 2 where it's like I have to torture her to death. And then it's just once this cutscene is in, then pop, pop, pop.
Shooting the leg. No, please, pop, pop, pop. Do you believe in destiny, a dying red-haired woman?
When it is fast or brutal, it's usually
Oh, what about the Winter Maiden? She didn't get a long drawn-out death? Oh, cool. Cool.
stuff like last words. When it is fast or brutal, it's usually because the character wasn't important or to make a point, and regardless, it happens.
Why did you show The Walking Dead? Who's that character?
For minor characters? Oh.
When it is fast or brutal, it's usually because the character wasn't important or to make a point, and regardless, it happens rarely outside of horror.
So wait,
Oh my
goodness. It was to make
Claymore.
It's a problem to make a point
So
with a death?
So we have they get the big last words, which is unrealistic. It's fast because they're unimportant. It's to make a point. What was the beginnings ones?
It doesn't. It's treated as trivial.
But RWBY, he's covering all the bases of all these deaths do these things, and if it doesn't do the one thing, it does one of the many other things. All we have to do is find RWBY deaths that do one of those things. You f***ed up.
Which usually doesn't treat death that seriously in the narrative because we're meant to at least appreciate the spectacle or annoying people dying.
When people die in horror films, their friends start crying.
RWBY, however, is
We're clearly not the target demographic for this video. Who is? What is? Already RWBY fans? Already just like, hey, I just want to blow RWBY?
the spectacle or annoying people dying. RWBY, however, is very different. The writers and animators really seem to want to embrace and more to the point portray how sudden, horrible, and terrifying death actually is. Not out of some desire to glorify it, but instead to emphasize just how horrible it is and even how painful the act of bringing death can be. Media will sometimes dance with the latter, but usually even then I often find it rather
You
overstated.
got this moment, but
Which was very cathartic for both of them. It's a lifelong of being hunted and I thought I was doing the right thing. And someone who cut your arm off.
But when Pyrrha killed Penny, she just went, oh, and then moved on, essentially.
Or overwrought compared to Blake and Yang's reaction to
Overwrought? This wasn't overwrought?
What about when Tyrion killed, what was that black chick's name? The leader of the Faunus?
Oh, dude, I love her.
Oh, she was great with her whip thing. She had a great design. I forget her name.
Yeah.
But he just killed her sudden, and they just moved on. What about that? You're counting the few deaths that do have weight and are lingered on. But then when you point to the ones that aren't,
So we're cool with showing Dragon Ball, but then we're just not gonna talk about Goku dying and Krillin just crying over him. We're not gonna talk about all of them crying and Gohan when Goku died over Cell. None of that matters.
Sienna Khan, that was her name.
She was awesome.
She was great. She had a great design. Stabbed in the back. No, but she's back in the Adam trailer.
Why?
Because people liked her.
I like her.
People liked her, and they went, oh no. Oh,
She
no,
got,
she did.
She got 3 minutes, and it was 3 awesome minutes. I don't need a thing volume dedicated to you.
Nope.
Just be awesome. Piccolo first death was good. There's so many points in media where you could point to exactly what's happening here, and it's just like, I'm just playing it off there. When RWBY does those same types of deaths, he's demonified or demonized. Nope, stabbed in the front and didn't activate her aura for some reason.
Yep, there it is. Yeah, the whole aura thing is just so stupid.
Killing Adam, the quaking horror mingled with adrenaline crash and relief born.
The creaking horror adrenaline crash.
Man.
Hey,
This
it's someone
language.
It's someone that traumatized both of us, and we were able to kill him.
A very strong person.
So this is the release of that, and then we're gonna mention it one more time, and then never again.
Of safety, the sobbing and quietly understated guilt that accompanies an act they knew was necessary but still found traumatizing. It just felt very grounded, but as to the deaths
It felt very grounded that they thought about the person they killed. RWBY invented death. No, it invented good death. He said, oh, if it fell off a cliff like a bomb.
But, like, again, how much did Ren and Nora mourn Pyrrha? So little. It was all about Jean. Not even RWBY.
Yeah, John's the one that's got a phone just like, all right, here's the instructions.
He's the one that's incorporating her medals into his outfit. But them, almost nothing.
themselves, well, look no farther than Pyrrha. We knew she was racing into a hopeless fight, but we didn't realize how horrifying that would be until her tendon was pierced and she screamed, followed by the helplessness and pain.
Oh, you mean a drawn out death? Oh, but she didn't get last words, so that's the difference.
That's what makes it good. We're figuring it out here.
That followed. Then her death itself, it was, well, you saw the wide eyes, the gasping, choking sounds of trying and failing to breathe.
You showed Walking Dead. What about Glenn? What about Abraham, who did the same thing? Oh, I guess those don't count because something. And again, I guess her aura is just out. Or the arrow is strong enough to just pierce her, or something. The aura thing is a big, big problem because we just have to accept when it breaks, it just breaks, and they're completely vulnerable for a certain amount of time.
There was no relief, no time to speak or even fully process anything but the sudden pain of the...
She walked slowly forward and then stuck out her hand and absorbed her essentially, or just disintegrated her, whatever.
That is a whole lot of time to process.
Terror brought on by her body, trying to keep her alive and failing as reality that this was it washed over her, and then gone. That's what a lot of real deaths are like. Painful, sudden...
How do you know? Have you killed somebody? Have you seen somebody die? How do you know what real death is like?
I guess people just getting shot in the head and just killed. Where there's no gasping and no realization of death as your body tries to keep you alive. I guess there's none of that. It's all just somebody getting hit in the leg and then stabbed through the chest and then trying to stay alive and then somebody disintegrating them. That's not a lot of real deaths, homie. Some of them are just sudden.
And some of them are last words. And some of them are the things that are portrayed in media. Why is this the grounded death, but not the last words, which do happen? That's how real death is. Like, sources, trust me, bro.
That's what a lot of real deaths are like. Painful, sudden, but not immediate and terrifying. Pyrrha's death embodied it well, I feel. Roman is on the opposite side of things. His death is the embodiment of sudden death, of chaos.
So, they just do everything, and it's all good.
You said sudden deaths earlier were a bad thing. But now sudden deaths here are fine.
Bro, at this point, I could have watched volume 7 and 8 and been cool.
You'd have been missing a lot.
If I got shot in the head and died instantly, did I actually die? I wasn't that sad when Pyrrha died, to be honest. Like, she's nice and strong and like Jean, but like not much else. She was made to die. I hope she stays dead. In my opinion,
Yeah,
no, she's gonna be brought back. You know
wasn't
this is happening.
a whole lot to her because that was her whole motivation and goal, and she liked John.
So RWBY is running through the gamut of deaths that a lot of other media does, but it's good for RWBY because it's simply RWBY.
That's what it seems like.
Predictability taking you.
So, like when Vegeta was gasping for breath and speaking to Goku after Frieza blasted him, no, that's not
No,
realistic.
he got last words.
Because he got last words.
Yep. That's what it was.
Away in an instant. Because it turns out he was right. The real world didn't care about Spirit or how hard he cheated, lied, or tried to survive. He was consumed by the blaze he helped start to save himself. This carries on. We see the sudden realization and terror on Fennec's face moments before he dies, and the despair it induces in his brother. Leo's death is...
We see the sudden realization and horror in Raditz' death as he sees the special beam cannon hurtling towards him. Now what? Oh, he got last words.
Well, oh, what about when Negan opened up old boy's stomach with the guts and he's just gasping for breath and not able to say a word? And Glenn could only say Maggie in the comic because his brains were bashed in.
This is horrible.
He's largely off screen, but we can see and feel his desperation, the pain and terror suffusing the room. It makes even a contemptible man pitiable for the empathy it inspires.
No, he's a piece of... I don't care if Hitler is screaming in pain and crying that he's dying. I don't give a
DSP was crying last night, and I'm yelling at the bastard.
I was so mad, them crocodile tears.
Horrible.
Yo, y'all, we saved y'all a horrible restream.
It would have been real bad.
We were dying. Trunks was coughing up blood when he was shot by Cell. Didn't say a word.
What about Kira's victims? Holy crap. Just big boom.
The fight
Is this another he doesn't experience enough media?
The things he pointed to was some of the most popular things. Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, DBZ, Naruto, like, it's the most popular stuff. Would you feel bad if Hitler pissed his pants in fear?
Laugh. Like, that'd be real funny.
Did you just compare DSP to Hitler? Isn't he? Have you seen the Nazi hat?
I didn't compare him. I simply piggyback off of his analogy.
For the empathy it inspires as the fight is ripped out of him. Sienna's is defiant and painful, and gosh, it makes me so angry I want her back, but we see the fall and the sudden gasping pain before the silence.
No, this gasping pain. What about the awesome moment when she stabbed and she's like, oh no, I'm still gonna get you.
Here comes that throat. Is that realistic? Instead of trying to keep yourself alive or trying to get away from the blade, trying to claw out somebody's throat, is that realistic? If you're talking about realism, I submit no.
He just say, the gasping breaths, the terror in their eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh. Then there's Adam's last-ditch effort to kill Blake and Yang, which ends with him double-stabbed and his body losing all power as he's only able to come to grips.
As he walks forward, falls to his knees, goes and then falls down a chasm.
Plenty of time to process that, eh?
Hey, is that realistic?
I submit no.
Grips to the fact he's not the main character, and then and there. Before dying in an ugly crunch echoing as his skull smashes ignobly against rock before hitting the freezing waters. Rhodes' death is sudden, seemingly as shocking to Cinder as it was to him, and it's probably the most cinematic death, and it's still followed with an undignified fall to the floor as Cinder cries. Hell, even...
No! He patted her head!
That's not realistic.
What's the difference of that and Itachi slowly walking forward and putting 2 fingers on Sasuke's head? What's the difference?
Oh my goodness.
Sasa, you can go. We're talking RWBY and we're starting to get pissed now. What is he talking about? Alright, so you're taking out the unrealistic bits and going, these are the realistic parts.
Ignore all that other stuff. What about the sudden deaths in DBZ? No, they're not realistic because of these things. Well, what about the unrealistic things in RWBY? You're not talking about that. The hypocrisy.
Madame, Tok, and Watts and Jacques' deaths embody the horror of the acts for all that one can laugh and say they deserved it. The dawning moment of realization sounds of visceral strikes against Tok's spine and neck. Watts' agonized...
It's visceral sound. I didn't hear spine in the neck. I heard a slash. I heard thing going into it, not spine. I didn't hear bones crack. No, comment left like a good boy. Like I told y'all to do.
terrified screams as he tries desperately to get out, Jacques' cringing dread and terror as he realizes what's about to happen but can't bring himself to admit it. Let alone the sheer helplessness as Ironwood gives up, convinced
not
that
a
he
death!
couldn't win, there was no point in even trying. Don't even get me started on Penny or I might honestly start crying. Even the...
She got all them last words!
What? He can't explain that, so he just goes, "Don't get me started or I'll cry." When it's the unrealistic stuff that you lambasted earlier in that death, personified.
Civilians of places like Mantle or Brunswick, whom we don't see, get the horror of their circumstances portrayed and a deserved sense of empathy conveyed. Serious injuries get similar treatments, Yang losing her arm and the ensuing helplessness, the painful, visceral sound of Blake being stabbed, Maria screaming and desperately scrambling in the wake of her eye loss.
That was good.
These ideas weren't always conveyed as ably in the early volumes, but the longer the series has run, the clearer RWBY makes it that they don't want us forgetting that these are people, that death isn't something to shrug off or glamorize. And they do this by making it hauntingly realistic. A single serious stab wound in RWBY is more visceral and disquieting to me than any number of horror movies or action movie deaths I could name, because when it happens, I feel it in my bones. Well, that's all for today.
You feel it.
You feel it!
What is wrong with this dude?
I couldn't begin to tell you, sir.
There's so many deaths.
There's so many deaths that are the exact thing he's talking about, and he's just going, yeah, those don't happen. Only the good ones. This is El Bomo Magnifico.
I would hesitate to do more videos from this individual.
I can't go lower than a 10.
Yeah, it's a straight 10 for me. It's not Hall of Fame, but that's just real bad.
Real bad.
And if you're saying that he's antagonistic in the comments, that's even worse. This guy's a super bum. He's Australian.
What screen do I want to use for the... I guess I'll just use this screen. Just so y'all know we're out of the video section.
Oh my goodness.
And why not? I'll play some music in the background for us.
And while you're setting up all that, I can do the homework real quick.
I forgot the homework, y'all.
Unbelievable. I sent it.
Yes, I understand. I made a...
Was it worth it watching RWBY for this?
No! I didn't want to!
Fantastic. Rank all Luffy's forms. Gear second. It's cool and it's fast and I like it. It's the best form. Afro Luffy. It's funny. Shut up. It's the hype-ish Snake Man. Snake Man's cool. Gear fourth. It's cool. Gear 5. I think it can move up, but they need to explain stuff with the quickness. I love the powers and all that. Nightmare Luffy. Big strong guy. I like the strong stretching as well. I should probably... Nah, it's fine. Mizu Luffy was funny. Jet Shell, I didn't think about combining Gear 3rd and Gear 2nd until he actually did it. I was like, yo! He only did it once, though, which is a problem. Tank Man and then Gear 3rd. Gear 3rd is just like... It's a big fist.
Yeah, I'm not big on the Gear 3rd.
Rank Zoro Swords. Watto, which is the white one, of course. I always have the image of Mihawk slashing and just the other swords breaking and that not breaking. I've always liked that image. The big scythe that he used on Killer, because I just like that image. Shushu, Sandai, and Enma. And then the rest of them are just like over there. He's got a bunch of bum swords. Favorite attacks of each Straw Hats. Luffy is Jet Gatling. It's just a cool attack. It's fast. It beat him up. It's just fast.
It beat him
faster.
up.
I'm going on monkey mode here. Thunderbolt Tempo for Nami. I think that it's a good implementation of I need to set this up and then attack. I've always really liked that. For Zoro, it is Dai Getkin when he used the pillars and hit Oz's leg.
Yeah, that was cool.
I just thought that was really awesome. And I'm like, I can do a slash thing, but I'm like, him putting in the swords in the pillar, just, that's some good I tried to not do combo attacks, because if it was combo attacks, it'd be a problem. For Usopp, it's Impact, because I like the fact that he's just like, this will hurt, but I gotta do it. It's just one of those things that's just like, coward time is over, I'll take the pain. For Sanji, I'm not even going to try to say what this is, but it's the bunch of flips that he does, followed by the rapid fire of kicks that he did in the Davy back fights. I think that just looks really good. Carving Hoof Sakura, Storm, what he did on Kumadori with the bam and then all the Sakura petals and it's a bunch of hooves on his body. Love that attack. For Robyn, just when she gets wings, I just thought that was just awesome. It's not an attack technically, but it's a use of her
technique.
powers.
Shut up.
Yes. Ultimate Hammer for Frankie when he just used Centaur and just held him down and just bam. I was just like aces. And Haruto Sancho Yahatsugiri for Brook. It's just a hype attack. He just does it and he slashes you and you're already slashed and that did it. And that's all the Straw Hats. And that's all the Straw Hats.
I mean, you might need to add one more.
Nope.
Depending on how the next chapter or two go.
Nope. Nope.
Not even Yama?
Nope. I don't accept it.
I don't accept it without Carrot. How did y'all find these videos? It was our fans, quote unquote fans, that did it.
Det and Triton were the two that requested these videos for God knows what reason.
Remember when Aerith died? Yes, like most media, what series is glamorizing death? Get new bones. Get new bones. You feel it. Comments, please. They're already going on the screen.
I need to just skim through these
Oh yeah,
as well.
yeah. Go ahead. I'll bring it back up to the top.
Say it, subtitle, say the wall, Grim. Yeah, I have a big problem with the Grim in RWBY because I was watching Volume 7 and they're just tearing through them with one slice, one shot.
Yeah,
I'm like, these are nothing.
Even around Volume, I want to say 3 or 4, with the Gatling gun woman. I don't remember her name.
Coco.
Yeah. She was tearing through them, and I was like, okay, we're just gonna get here very soon.
Where's the threat? If you can, Blake doesn't have her sword because it's broken, so she's just shooting them, and they're still disintegrating. I'm like, so a single shot from a broken weapon can just kill these Grims. So is it about the strength, or is it about the numbers, or is it about the fact that they're attacking the people and the people can't defend themselves? So you need a huntsman in order to. And also, another thing that I didn't like in Volume 7, which I'm just like, I am hot and cold in Volume 7. They all got new weapons, and they're like, yeah, I upgraded your weapons. And what were the upgrades?
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
At one point, Ruby's scythe sort of spins. And I'm like, okay, I don't think she could do that before. I don't necessarily remember, but. Yeah, Weiss is just a rapier.
Implemented in a way that makes it feel different.
I'm just like, I know. John got like a projection of energy on his shield, and that's fine. But for the most part, I'm just like, I don't know what these people's weapons are upgraded.
Yeah, and why did they all get haircuts?
A little bit of this, a little bit of merchandising.
That's gross. You can just do that with outfits. You don't need whole new hair.
Yeah, the hair is dumb.
Because they changed their outfits too. I mean, I liked Weiss's big dumb braid.
I hated the big dumb
braid. Really? I like the big dumb.
It's too chunky.
Yeah,
it's too
I
big.
Understand the chunky.
If it was a little bit smaller.
Or if it was like twin pigtails or something.
Yeah, but it's just like half of her head size. It's just this big old braid. It stinks.
I don't understand Blake's. I liked her better with long hair. I guess to more differentiate her from Yang, because their hair were a little... RWBY's, I really don't get the one little cowlick spike. I don't like it.
It would have been better if... Because there was no real reason to cut the hair. It would have been better if her hair got cut as Adam was slicing.
Yeah.
And it was all uneven, so she's like, oh, I just gotta get rid of it.
Oh, I forgot to turn off the alerts for this. Sorry.
Yeah,
I changed them. Yeah. Hey, I'm back. I just had to move about 100 tons down 3 floors. I had to change a tire. What are you doing? Are you Superman?
That is a story that needs to be told, I suppose. But he's just like, yeah, I just stopped a bank robbery. How y'all doing?
Your first chapter was very good.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yep, I read it, and I gave you my notes on there.
Yeah, I should get mine. Mine are going to be more technical, because he went more with the characters and plot and stuff. Mine are going to be more like the writing style. Yeah, but I liked it. Where were we?
We were up a little bit more.
Are you sure? Oh, you forgot the Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck archetype.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, did I? Dragons, Elemental Heroes, and Crystal Beasts. Those are just the decks that I ran on the PSP version, and I had a deck a dragon card that was just like, if you got 5 dragons in your deck, in your graveyard, you can just summon whatever dragon you want from the deck or your hand, baby. It's fine. So I'd just be like, here's a card that just discards 5 cards, and those are 5 dragons, and I got this card. Bam. I just summoned a 4,000 monster that can attack everybody. Bam, bam, bam. Or I just summoned this monster that can attack defense monsters, and you take piercing damage. Boom. Crystal Beasts and Elemental Heroes are both interchangeable because they're just like, do anything and everything works with it. And I love it's just when you get any skyscraper, you just feel like a god.
You feel it.
You just go, here's my dumb Clayman with 800 attack. Oh, you think you gonna beat me? Well, skyscraper right there. Give me that extra 1,000. Bam. Nah, son. I love Elemental Heroes. And Crystal Beast with just putting it in the trap positions and then sacrificing them for your needs. I just like that.
Watch H Bomber Guy's RWBY video to detox from this garbage.
One of my favorite jokes of all of H Bomber Guys in that video.
Really?
Yes.
That says a lot.
And it's just a dumb joke that doesn't mean anything, but it's one of those dumb H Bomber Guy jokes that is just like, bam, moving on.
Yeah, it's just like the Life and Times of Tim. Just Tim making those little noises. I don't know why. I was telling somebody that Tim just going, no. I don't know why. It just makes me laugh.
You seen 10-year-old Tom?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's stupid.
He hasn't lost it.
A single step.
I never left.
I'm just like, this just came out the next day.
That we did it. Comments ahoy. Exceptionally bad.
Are y'all happy about that?
Actually, let's boom. How about that? Because I know nothing about RWBY. You're gonna have the RWBY fandom come after you for not saying anything positive. They're monsters. RWBY has a lot of positives in it, but a lot of negatives. I'm not gonna blow it.
Negatives.
Dude, we do not care about the fans. You should see our comment section. It's awful.
We get hit up a lot.
In months doing comment threads in comments that were 2 years old, and you're just gonna add a new comment? Make your own.
Why are you commenting on this? What do you got to say about that?
We got time to watch Why USK is so trash. How long did we do this? It was about an hour.
We started at 2:30. 2?
No, we really started the video at 3.
Did we?
Yeah, because we were talking to them and all that stuff. Getting through the comments. Hey, well, did I miss nothing? We need Boruto month so we can watch Nuts' Boruto.
We done watched it.
We watched it, Navi. You done missed it.
Unless you got more. In which case, no. We're not doing that.
So how's D.A.mnation going? Awful.
Already. Between this and the part 6 stuff, which we're going to have to come back to. That's the only thing that I'm glad about. The fact that they're just like segmenting it so far. It's just like, the release date, it's coming when it's coming. We don't have to do them anime wins. I'm glad about that, and only that.
We're finally at peace. Nami or Robyn as waifu material. It depends on what you're looking for a waifu. If you're looking for more of a mommy type, Robyn. If you're looking for a more let's go out and have fun, Nami, I'd pick Robyn.
I would also pick Robyn. I'm boring.
That boring. I love Robyn.
Love that too.
We actually doing a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Yeah. We talked about it for anybody that's interested. Eventually, I want to run a Masters Duel like fan tournament, so we all just play a day. I'll probably stream it over here instead of the 2200, because it would be for fans of A Legend Exists as opposed to fans of 2200. But then again, maybe we want to bolster that over there. I'll think about it. But we're definitely going to run a tournament. Maybe that'll be our thing in between. Instead of doing another month before viewer request month, we do that Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Maybe some more fan interaction stuff. Maybe another fan call-out stream. That could be fun.
We got time.
We got time. We got a lot of time to do stuff. Monet is waifu material, but sadly Oda had to kill her the one of the few times he actually killed somebody.
He's a coward.
Yeah, I love Monet.
He's a coward confirmed. Just look over there with Dritz, and we're going to next week.
The Grim and Ruby are weak as hell fodder. Back, what did I miss?
I hate it. I hate the Grim. They're just cool designs so that people go, oh, look. And then that's it. And they just get capped, and you just move on.
Coco Thorn threw them because of her semblance. Also learned in a podcast. Dude, I'm not reading the podcast.
The podcast. There's a lot of information in the podcast.
Why would I listen to the podcast?
There's also books.
Why are there books?
Because people are very interested in the world of RWBY, and they're not getting it in the show.
That's fair. White's got no upgrades.
So why even?
Why even say it's an upgrade?
Yeah, she was flying around like she was doing something, like she got something, but again, I don't know what the upgrades are or why you even made such a big deal out of it. And wouldn't RWBY be like, no, don't touch my weapon. I made this. The other ones, Blake, her thing just snapped in half.
Does everybody have a gun if RWBY made her own weapon? Wouldn't you think hers is the only sight to gun?
No, but hers a sniper rifle.
But it's a gun. People can have
but
shotguns
it's a different
or pistols.
gun. But it's a different gun.
Why doesn't Weiss's turn into gun?
It does.
I don't
think it does.
Yeah. I think Blake
Blake's
has a gun.
Definitely a gun.
Yank has at least shots. I don't think
Blake's is a shotgun.
You mean Yang?
Yeah, Wang. Yeah, Wang as well. Get in there.
The Grim kind of exists as fight fodder. The obligatory we need to fight a massive Grim. Yeah. That's what it is. We got to prove how we're stronger by just fighting them.
It's just a bunch of fodder. And they're not, it's not like they're getting hurt or injured or anything. It's just only when big Grim, like the one that can talk, come up, you go, oh, this is a problem. But a big elephant one comes stomping through the town and they just cut its head off like it's nothing. They're doing that big spinny thing on the top of a train.
Yeah, like it was nothing. John only got a haircut because Miles thought John needed to grow up. What?
Ugh.
Is that why Nora was like, it's gotta be the haircut in the episode? When all the women
were coming after him.
Another casserole? No, I'm okay. It's gotta be the haircut.
He looks horrible.
He looks horrible.
I legitimately hate it. And of course, and this is another thing that I didn't talk about with John. Who falls off and goes into the magical beach? Why, it's John. Of course it's John. It's always John. And
There's
he's
no
not
reason
such
for
a
him to
good
be here.
character that he needs all this spotlight and stuff.
I would have been fine with just the 4 RWBY girls on that one. But it's the 4 RWBY girls and him.
And him. So any big plot revelations, he's going to be involved in it. Any sort of they're going to be in a more moderate temperature, so they're going to have to. They show like concept art of the clothes, and they got layers. So once they start taking off the layers, you're going to oh, big reaction of lady get naked. And it's just him. And
I did like Creation Man, where it's just like, hey, you better tell me exactly what you want.
Oh, that genie, he is the flames. I love him.
Yang got grenades. Blake got yellow gun on her broken sword, and RWBY's scythe can spin now.
Okay, so grenades. She could have just bought them.
Hey, I like how you left Weiss out of there.
Blake.
And what about the rest of them?
Yeah, Nora, Rin. Yeah, and it's just a siphon and spin now. Okay.
What's the next freebie you will cover, or is it a secret? It's never a secret. We just don't know what we want to do.
Yeah,
we're not mysterious. We're lazy and terrible. That's the point.
We just have those 2 games, that's gonna probably be the last 2 because we have to play them 90, 100-hour games. We got your Sailor Moon. We got Moro and Mark. Well, that just deflates me. I think that's it.
So the next one might be Sailor Moon. Maybe Moro, because we already have the information, and we can take our time with Sailor Moon to reestablish what happened there. I wonder if it's just nostalgia critic talking about the dub. It was terrible. What do you guys think of the new My Hero chapter? I haven't even read it yet. I'm gonna be honest.
I will tell you in 1/2 of a second.
Rather than educate young people about sex, it's honestly just easier if we can make money off of it. But, of course, all this talk about Sailor Moon being a sexy 14-year-old pinup is all building up to one important question. Given this information, why did I still put her in the top 11 hottest anime women list?
Oh, dude. Oh, dude. This was a mistake. This is your fault. Freebies were your fault.
Not million. That was your fault.
I'll take half of that. But freebies in general were your fault. You put it in the people's mind of freebies.
If you remember back, it was your fault.
You know what? You're right. You were like, we'll get you on a revisited. And I was like, maybe we'll give you a free revisit.
Yes.
Yep.
It was your fault. So do not.
You took the ball. I invented basketball. You were like, yo, here's the whole game.
How about the alley-oop? The new My Hero chapter. What happened?
Jiro losing her ear.
Jiro losing her ear. Again, this bastard. This is the problem when you have a villain that can do theoretically anything.
Anything they want in any moment.
Anything that the author can come up with, like this is his quirk now. He can have that. He could have had those tentacles shooting beams.
You know what? We could have been asking questions while playing a game or something.
A game?
Yeah, like a Nidhogg or something.
Well, whatever. So what he does, his opening gambit is just a bunch of tentacles that just wraps themselves around them, and he just goes ha ha ha, and then they just get cupped, and then they're free, and then he just go, here's some spikes. And it cuts off just her ear, shreds her clothes a little bit. Tokoyami, absolutely fine. Hawks, absolutely fine. She losing an ear, still produces a blast large enough that halts the biggest villain for at least a second. This is unrealistic garbage. How can he I'm just like, kill him. You just keep gassing yourself up, just like, these are bums. They don't matter to me. Okay, so just kill them and be done with it. You're just standing there pontificating and doing big speeches of the world doesn't run like this. The world is about blah, 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 and the strong survive, and you guys don't matter. You're doing your dumb spikes. Smile got completely removed from Jiro's face with the quickness I see. That last chapter was just like, yeah, talk your when you win. And now she's just like, ooh, I can't stop shaking. All right, talk your when you win. What happened to that? Practice what you preach, bitch. Where your ear? Oh, Eric can just reattach it. Where are the stakes? Because we
Maybe in death?
Is it?
Yeah, Night Eye is not back.
But she couldn't do the resurrection. If they bring her body back, what's stopping her from resurrecting them?
That's a fair point.
I don't know the limitations of her powers.
Yeah. Can she bring Night Eye back like
today? If she heals, if she does that to All Might, does he get his quirk back? No, it's not his quirk. If he does it to if she does it to Deku, does he lose the quirk? Because it's reverting them back to their...
How far back does it go?
What
is the original state? Is it just what's in her mind, or I don't know?
But whatever the case may be, Jiro is not dead. And I said if she is not dead in the first couple pages, it's complete and total bull. And it's complete and total bull crap. I'm sick of this. We need to get his mask off and then we're going to get something done. Why is he alive if he's got such a big hindrance? Why did they tie him up and just go, you just stay there? Why did you just take off his mask if you knew that he had a life support? Kill him! What benefit is there for him being alive? The strongest hero had to use everything that he had to incapacitate him, not even kill him. And he's just sitting there taunting y'all, just going, I'll get out of here. Don't y'all even worry. You go, what's that big mask? Maybe we take off the mask and maybe he die. Oh, but now it's the plan that the mask is the plan to kill him. I liked the using the sound to increase the force of the attack. I liked that and Solo that. Tokoyami should be injured in any sort of way. Hawk should be injured in any sort of way. I thought Endeavor got his arm ripped off. He just got a little hole in his tummy. That's fine. And he's just crying on the ground. Because the scene looked like he got his arm ripped off. I'm like, oh, good. Stakes, consequences.
Why Eri?
Why Eri? It don't matter. So he's just sitting there crying about, this is all my fault. Head in the game, dude. What are you doing? You would think that he'd be like,
he's already starting the psychological warfare.
That
with
was
words.
The point. But again, he touched him and he didn't steal his quirk. That's my biggest thing. It's
He ain't want it.
He ain't want it. That's what it. Yeah, sure. But yeah, now that you just got a little hole in the mask, you're just like, oh no, my mask. Anyway, commence with the blasts. Oh no, I forgot. The quirks are rebelling against them.
Are they?
Yes. The quirks inside of me. He's like, oh, this must have been Stars and Stripes awakening the quirks within me, so they're rebelling against me. So now I can't use quirks, or maybe I can't use them efficiently, or use them all, or something. But he just can't use quirks now.
Something quirk.
All of a sudden, Stars and Stripes happened days to weeks ago. But now, all of a sudden, the quirks start rebelling. For what reason? Why are they not affecting Shiggy? This is... What the... I forgot about that. This is... Of course she don't care.
He don't care.
He's trying to get to the end. He's just like, oh man.
Here's the 13 plot points I wanted to do. They're all going in the last arc. Rebelling quirks. Right now.
Foreign heroes. Whatever, right now. Just all of a sudden, they're just rebelling against me and I can't do anything about it. And so now we got a fighting chance because he can't use all the quirks or any of the quirks, or I don't know what the implications of this is. But it's just, even though it affected Shiggy, the Stars and Stripes thing, it somehow comes back to him because I guess the powers are shared between them. Whatever. I hate it. I think there's a break next week.
Thanks for reading the chapter, and thanks for being my first outside feedback. Really appreciate it.
No problem. It was good stuff. Just let us know when the second chapter is out.
Oops, and that was the jump. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
It's just...
After the stream, can you give me your thoughts on the comments and how to argue better? We'll do it at some point because these are very long comments, but we'll definitely give you some feedback. Pokemon did Aura way better than Ruby. That Naruto
it couldn't do it worse because at one time it's passive and then you got to activate it and then it's passive again.
That Naruto thread was balls. I would love if everyone in the chat would read it, and if they have the time, I would love more feedback. Yeah, if you're in the Discord and you've got some free time, check out the promotions thread. Hollis put up their chapter, and it's well worth the read. So yeah, if you've got some time, feel free to give them some feedback.
Not super long. I'd say it's about 11 to 13 pages of material.
DA, don't lie, your waifu is Carrot.
You can have multiple waifus. Carrot is not my waifu. I'm not a furry.
I love Carrot, but
not that way. You can like a character without them being your waifu.
You can love a character without loving them.
Exactly.
The only gun feature that Weiss has is the revolver type dust chamber. Yeah, that's not a gun.
That's what it was.
And suddenly I'm a moderator now. Yeah, you're untouchable. All moderators are untouchable to other mods. What did I miss? Nothing. Don't forget about Oscar also being essentially a main cast member.
Oh my goodness. I am hot and cold on Oscar.
Same. Sometimes I'm like, wow, I really likes me some Oscar. Other times I'm like, oh, I don't want you here.
Because I think it was in volume 6. Yeah, it definitely was in volume 6. Where you're just like, man, I got some stuff to work out. Goes off stream, comes back with a nice fly new outfit. The outfit's not that fly. And he's just like, we worked it all out off screen. I'm like, really? Did you?
Hey, where's Oscar? Oh, y'all were out looking for me while I was cooking.
He falls down the tunnel and he's sitting there with a bunch of bums. And he's like, I gotta figure out how to get back. And then they just fly up and it's like, oh, there he is. He needs more existential crisis of, I'm gonna disappear one day. And am I fine with that? Do I want that? What are the implications of that? He hasn't mentioned his family at all.
Yeah, they're done.
I got a family back home. I guess they're just never going to see me again unless they see me and I'm the headmaster of a school and they go, oh, he did real well for himself. Muff ain't doing chores.
Yeah, but these cows. Team RWBY left the Atlas military to die, including Team Funky, their friends.
Yep.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
They got a trumpet, so they're fine.
Our heroes is my It's a Gundam video on the list. I think it's on the big list. Oh no. Yes, it's about NC talking about oh my god!
Oh great.
Perfect.
Great. Fantastic.
Please no, I don't want the unfunny bits, not this clip.
we can't it's nothing we can do. Muff blame every million. Cause we ain't do it. Nora can essentially self-charge herself on every weapon. That's why I kept saying, why doesn't everybody just have a thunder charge to hit her with and instantly charge her up? But nobody's doing that.
Yeah, otherwise she might get the little lines through her body for X reason.
Nora can now self-charge off her weapons. I think Ren got a grappling blade. I thought Ren always had the grappling blade. I might be mistaken on that.
So he just got Blake?
John got the pulse shield extension, and throwable shields. You know, of course he got all that.
White's got nothing. Nostalgia critic is the definition of a loser. Weiss gets nothing. Boo. The writers considered Weiss perfect in the Volume 7 commentary. That's why she never got a weapon. Perfect. She's still losing.
Okay, but why did he say, hey, yo, I fixed all y'all weapons? If he didn't.
Sorry, ALX daddies. I chose Quinwe video. Ooh, just do it, pussies.
We are.
We're not gonna not do it.
Yeah, it's just gonna suck.
John should have helped Ren because his semblance is a battery.
Yeah, it's a broken combination that they rarely use.
Hey, we're both tired. Weiss is given so many abilities but still can't win a fight. Can't wait for that one ghost that was zoomed in on to be someone important that gets retconned in the story.
We can't get it to ghosts.
Why she go herself the spoiled little bag? Bastard is coming to Netflix at the end of the month. I've canceled Netflix, but I will be consuming that product. Thank you. Jiro doing the "You Hurt My Friend" speech, and that being the reason his quirk decided to turn off and one was super lame.
I don't know what they're doing. Hori don't care. Hori just care. I need to get this done with, and we're doing it. And then somebody like, ooh, look at that person. They got a horn. Is that Aries' mother? Like, I don't care. Why would I care? Who cares? Why do you care?
He suddenly evolved.
I'm doing it triggered.
He suddenly evolved his semblance, so now he can cover a kingdom by himself because the writers deemed so. I don't do My Hero Academia. Was All For One ever arrested? Yes. He was arrested after the big All Might fight, and he was arrested for roughly like 7 months, and then he just wasn't. They
broke free from the superhero prison that they introduced and then did a massive breakout, which never happened before.
God, My Hero Academia is really going downhill. I'm glad I stopped reading it. I dodged the bullet. Also, if All For One has the Walmart selection of quirks, why doesn't he just use that to heal his ball sack face and whatever's wrong with his lung?
I asked that question and nobody's got an answer. I guess his healing quirk just doesn't work. Maybe he can't heal previously done injuries or something, but he just can't. Shut up.
Is there a stapler hero to help reattach limbs? Have you guys heard of a YouTuber called Raven Knight? He does gaming content. Some of his videos are somewhat follow your revisited format. I think he makes some good arguments. Okay, Raven Knight. I'm going to look into that. Remember when people wanted Ruby and Oscar to bone? Hey, didn't I just say no shipping?
They still do. And they are.
They are working up to it. They are baiting the out of y'all.
Absolutely. And people are eating it up. I think that is Rose Garden. I don't think that's Rose Garden. I forget their shipping name.
Yep, Rose Garden. It says it right there.
All right.
Rose Garden?
Sure.
When it comes to who should just join the crew, Carrot or Yamato, until the sun sets still, without one of them, I will keep saying, why not both?
Chris said something that I want nothing but that thing. And it was, they sail away, Yamato's on the ship, and then they turn and Carrot's there as well.
Oh, I thought the same thing.
I snuck on, and they're already too far.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I was like, just like the first time.
This is the only thing that I want now.
They don't show Carrot anywhere, and then it's just like, yeah, I'm here too.
Is. We did it, guys. Party for our 11th member. Yeah, and 12th. And they're like, yeah.
It was already confirmed that Aries Quirk is not like her parent, so yeah, I don't see why that would be them. I stopped after the United States of Smash. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's kind of all downhill from there. Well, not really. There's some good stuff afterwards.
There's some good stuff. Oh no! You should keep going. Gentle's next. If one main One Piece villain from any arc will join the Straw Hats, who would it be? Nobody's not an answer. If one main One Piece villain from any arc would join the Straw Hats, who would it be? Croc.
Croc seems pretty affable. It's not gonna be Enadu.
Buggy?
Buggy. I can see Foxy.
I can see Foxy. I can see Buggy. I can see Croc.
Lucci is not.
No, that's dead.
Gecko is not.
He might be dead.
Kizaru, no. Would Kuma count?
I mean, would Boa count? We'll say anybody that did not later become an ally. Dofi, no.
None of the admirals in Marineford.
I'd go Croc in a this is mutually beneficial to both of us.
Caesar could also be one.
I could see Caesar.
He's weak enough to join, even though he's kind of busted.
What if the way Carrot joins the crew is to stow away again after they leave one on
Get in there. Get in there.
If it's like 4 chapters later, and I don't mean just reading the other things that are going on. If it's 4 chapters of the Straw Hats and she's not there, it's a dead zone. If she's there waving as they sail away, it's a dead zone.
Corey, if you're listening, we are not doing O'Hara garbage because you ruined me on him when you showed me that big One Piece theory video. No, Corey, no.
Where's Corey at?
In our Discord.
Oh, why is he doing that?
He said him and Chris need a free revisit.
For what?
And then he just put out these 2 videos. No. Corey, how do you give a video Luffy is not Joy Boy? Joy Boy is Luffy, and then Luffy is the original Joy Boy. What is it? Is he not? Is he both? Is he none of them? No.
Yeah, it's not happening, Corey. Oh, oops. I forgot to go to Triton's comments. Oops.
Remember Bird's Eye View? Absolutely. That's a good shipping name, and I will stick by it.
Who is that for?
That is for Crow and
the mother.
Maria.
Yep.
Why does everybody have fairy tale names and you have this one name is Oscar? Yeah, it's dumb. It's because like I said, you're gonna run out of color names, and at a certain point, you're just gonna be like, well, his name is Oscar, and you're just sitting here with Weiss. We're getting there.
What was the last moment of My Hero Academia? Either a big hype moment or a good character moment?
Gentle.
The last good one.
Muriel. Not Muriel. Miracle. Where she just does her raid on the...
I was going to say twice, maybe Toga in the My Villain, but no, Miracle. Miracle is the last truly, truly great thing.
She just does a tear and she gets her arm and leg ripped off. It's like, so what?
Mission still goes on. Let's rock it.
I'm dead? I don't think so.
Is mission complete?
No.
So I'm not done. Should Carrot hide in a barrel full of carrots? Oh, dude. If there's a barrel full of carrots and she's just eating it, it's just like, hey guys, where are we going? Are we going back to
Zone?
Zone?
Full of carrots that was gifted to them by the people of Wano because they figured out how to grow them because the soil is now fertile and everything. And they open the barrel and there's nothing left but crumbs and carrot in there. And she destroyed them all.
I would squee. Gentle and Labrava, easily the best thing from My Hero Academia. I'm taking that and running. Yes.
Yes. Easily.
Hirakoshi, how do you write that?
It's crazy.
And then this.
And then do nothing nearing that quality ever again. Before or after. That must have just been a story from another manga. It's just like, put it in.
Some one shot, he was just like, no, I think I can fit this into My Hero. Carrot should be slipping in a crow's nest. That would be fun.
Whatever it
I can
takes.
see Buggy joining the Straw Hat Fleet, maybe Foxy. If we're talking Straw Hat Fleet, I can see quite a few people. Ahara deserves to burn harder than the island.
He is a bum.
Completely.
The video that our little brother, Corey is the person I was yelling at. He's one of our little brothers. He was in a previous video. But the video that he showed me.
He was in that April Fool's video. He was one of the people talking.
Yep, he was one of the people talking. But the video that he showed me, it was Ohara going, this is a theory from a Japanese YouTuber that's gotten a lot of traction over there, but nobody's talking about it over here. So I asked them, can I just do it in English? They didn't reply, so I'm just doing it.
Is that what happened?
It's disgusting.
He's a disgusting content creator.
It's horrible.
The fans demanded free credits revisited. No,
You guys don't want that.
it'd probably be some Batman or something. No, he would do anime wins because he loves him fake crying.
He would either do anime wins or some Pokemon thing where we're just sitting here and just go, oh, that's Rayqualis. It's like, okay. You sure?
Care for Straw Hats is still on for now. Yeah, until it's not on, it's on.
That light is not turned off.
Carrot could be in the crow's lookout, in the crew's lookout, my bad. She can jump really high, and she's always shown on top of the sunny. Does anybody remember the raid with field theory from Mr. Moore? Still one of the worst in my opinion. Oh, dude, he went hard against people.
That up. He was fighting for it hard.
They needed a name with Oz in it. Thus, Oscar, like Ozpin and Ozma.
Ozma is not a name, so just make up another name. Is it a requisite for him to absorb, for him to become you, for your name to have Oz in it?
Shut up. Just be Billy. I don't care. Carrot joining Straw Hats or Jinbei leaving. You can only choose one.
Carrot joining.
Carrot joining. It is worth a lifetime of Carrot. It is worth a lifetime of Jinbei if I get 17 chapters of Carrot. The Gentle Criminal slander is dude! It feels like a filler arc.
Shut up.
Shut up. Gentle is the hype. You just see the word munch next to the barrel.
With little sound effects coming out of it.
He probably really liked Gentle and Labrava, and when everyone hated him, stopped caring. No. Gentle and Labrava are it. What's stopping Oscar from being Bob? Naming conventions.
And stop coming to these. Especially next week. There's no purpose in coming next week.
No, they voted on it, so they should this week.
There is no purpose coming on Saturday the 11th.
Correct.
As the date implies. That's going to be rough.
How do you guys feel about Kaido? Kaido's mostly good.
I like Kaido. I like Kaido quite a lot. I wish his backstory was better.
Yeah, I wish it was longer. Not better. I wish there was more time for it.
But I really like Kaido. But
I will ride this train till I die. Stop coming to these. So Oscar's torture was great.
So are we just doing all of it or as much as we can next week? Put it in.
I mean, how long is it? 2 hours?
It is an hour and a half.
Oh, we can get through that in the stream. Okay. Yeah, let's we're done with the Drits part 2 when that happens.
So yeah, we will finish the video because I did the math and it was we got through around an hour of triggered. So I'm just like, and that was 5 hours. So I'm like, this is probably gonna be around 6 to 8 hours.
So we'll probably start the stream a little earlier. How do y'all feel about Saturday versus Sundays? Because I know some people like Saturdays better, some people like Sundays better. Maybe we'll put up a poll on the community of when we should stream our regular stream date, whether it should be Sunday or Saturday. Is there anything else new episode of Revisited is Monday. We did. Is there even a point in saying what we're not doing, or not saying what we did?
What did we do?
Oh, you don't even remember. Zack Snyder healed my heart.
Oh my Jesus! Oh my Jesus!
Shit, forgot.
Yeah.
Saturday sounds great. Saturday's better. I prefer Sunday to Saturday. I have a better chance of not working on a Sunday. Saturday is better. Saturday because some of the guys have church.
Yeah, a lot of people have church. Well, I know Triton and Det have church.
I mean, but if we do it at 4, church should mostly be out. That's around the time we do it, 4 or 5. Did you guys do homework? Yep. Joey, he already did it. I'm going to do homework for the next stream. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, you're going to have to rewind that.
It was right at the start of when we ended.
Yep. Some good stuff in there. I'll make the right decisions.
I have a chance of not watching on a Sunday, so I prefer Saturday. Zack Snyder is bum. Fuck. If you do Sunday, Triton might get called to worship again, and you'll have to restructure the entire thing.
Choosing church over us.
How dare?
Like Jesus won't forgive him for missing a single week. Jesus is cool. If we know one thing about Jesus, he forgives. So I don't understand the whole Christianity. Go to church. Isn't going to church just like a couple times good enough? Because so long as you keep it in your mind and your heart, isn't that just like, nah, it's cool.
Why is the prayer at church more powerful than the prayer at home?
Yeah.
Why can't I just be on the side of my bed like, yo, God, I love you and worship you and pray for you, and I hope you bestow upon me your blessings, for I am a good foot soldier in your war against the devil.
Is there layers of heaven where it's just like the biggest supporters get all the way on top, and
This is a Patreon. Haven't got a Patreon tier.
And then people are just like, yeah, you cool. You never
What tier
killed
are you
anybody.
in life?
How are we doing here?
That was a lot of jacking off.
Masturbations.
We both went.
No. Well, we're two halves of the same bum.
Zack Snyder's writing is huge overrated. Oh, big.
Look, search out that video or wait for for it to come out. You're gonna see some.
Hell yeah, the Revisited episode. I always look forward to these. They make my work days better. That's why I loved Revisited when I was doing work that didn't require me to actually listen for things or pay attention to. Dude, Revisited.
Put it on and
God.
go.
Cinder's background doesn't explain why she's the way she is. No,
nope, sure doesn't. It's just there, and I killed this person. They taught me how to be an amazing fighter, and then I somehow found Salem, and I believe everything that she believes, and I'm following her now.
Unless she's just doing it for herself, and Salem is a means to an end.
That's the important part, though. That's the part we needed to see, not the orphan part.
Hey,
what are they doing?
I love her child voice so much more than her
dumb, sultry voice.
Are we doing the thing? I don't care, Jessica. I think she improved in later volumes.
Yeah,
she turned down that in sultry so much.
Yes.
It creeps in, but I think the creep in is so much better than just always.
I would say to listen to the
Don't say podcast.
The podcast.
It's not happening.
Our podcast. The podcast we did.
Oh, the RWBY cast. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Or at least the ones that I was on. Because, I improve everything.
Debatable. Saturday.
I don't think so. Oh, no. It's debatable.
What do you think of 300? It was a fun schlock movie, but if you took it seriously, I don't know what to think about it.
It is insanely quotable. It is very memorable.
It is very pretty. forgot about an alert.
You suck. I didn't hear it because I got the headphones off. I always go back to Leonidas with the dude, the big hunchback dude. We'll get to the super chat right after this.
Yeah.
The big hunchback dude where he betrayed him, and he goes, the whole thing about Spartans is like, yeah, die in battle and everything. And he just points to the dude and goes, I hope you live forever. I was like, that's a good line. It's a darn good line.
One more for tomorrow. Thanks for reading the chapter. Truly appreciate it. Going to a jump start on the Dritz video. See you on the 11th.
Oh, don't. They just finished Dressrosa, so they're fresh.
Oh, Hollis just finished it. Oh, that's perfect for you.
Oh, no.
Thanks for supporting as always, Hollis.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is going to be big.
Survive.
Snyder fans crying how they wanted to murder Snyder, but then sucking his dick again. How can your director cut be worse than the Whedon cut? How? Oh, the video we did doesn't believe so.
How did all these come? We were almost done. We were out of here.
Because the church is full of holy power. What recharge your
seriously
holy energy?
What makes it full of holy power?
Let me just pray at home.
What's the difference?
Everything is better at home. Work from home, pray from home.
Does praying over food not count? What is that doing? It's just gotta be in church.
I truly do not understand the God knows everything and everything. If that's the case, no matter, and he forgives everything, he's just gonna forgive me for all my transgressions anyway.
That's why I gotta say it's a tier of heaven.
Not just a tier.
All the praying and stuff is to get in the upper level.
You didn't ask for my forgiveness, but you didn't take a lot of poops. You're gonna be on 2.
Poops are a sin? Oh, definitely.
Somebody didn't read the Bible. I would know either way, but thanks for letting the class know. Hell. 300 is pretty good. Great minds think alike.
Oh, we're waiting.
2 cheeks of the same ball. Figure out Saturday or Sunday before Wednesday, so at least I can get the time off. Yeah, we're gonna put up a poll. I'm gonna put up a poll probably when the stream ends. It's just like, what do y'all like better for a stream date? So we would know. I run a live stream at my church, so I have to be there every week.
Oh my goodness, y'all!
What did I say?
Bunch of God-fearing people. What happened to us? My goodness, we're heathens.
I'm a hard Christian. I say that church can be held anywhere. Yeah, like it's your heart.
I just don't understand that.
I don't understand the big, we gotta all go to church on Sunday. What, to prove to God you love him? Or them, her? Whatever you subscribe to that God is. Can't wait for them to go, want to learn, can't wait for them to go, want to learn Cinder's backstory, read or watch an interview. I know they'll do that.
Don't look up the backstory. It's bad.
Hello again. Is the video over? Yes. The stream should have been over, but all of a sudden, you guys should rent a girlfriend for the new low. Hey, I did. It's an awful manga. I hate it. I was cool with it, and then I was like, no, this is horrific. It was one point that happens, and I'm just like, I don't even want to read a single chapter more. I might just wait for it to end. Legitimately.
You need to talk to it about Eric, because he watched it.
How does he feel?
How do you think he feels?
Please don't tell me.
Oh, no. He's on the same boat as you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go, Eric. Let's go. Dude, y'all, Rent a Girlfriend is a terrible series. Up, down, back, front, center, right. Objective survive. I work from home. Can confirm is leagues better. Dude,
so much better.
Just being able to get up when you gotta go, let's say you gotta go to work at 9. Just being able to get up at 8:20, make a bowl of cereal, brush your teeth, and then go to work is miles better than having to wake up at 7 to do because of commute. 31 comments. Yeah, y'all went hard. I don't know what happened here.
Crazy. Not even y'all video. Y'all ain't got a dog in this fight. With us, we're defending our points, so we'll go in big threads. And y'all just like, yo, homie, you suck.
He forgives you if you're sincere and want to change.
Really?
I think but again, if he forgives everything, if he will and knows everything, they'll know you're not sincere.
Yeah.
But they'll forgive that for at least the attempt, I would assume.
But knowing about, so let's say me, I don't go to church.
Yeah.
So if I know for a fact, just from you saying that, if you're sincere, he'll forgive you. So I don't know if I ask for forgiveness, if I'm being sincere or not, because I have the knowledge of he's looking for sincerity. So I don't know how sincere it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So
are you hurting yourself just by having the knowledge of sincerity?
I think it is.
It's just like when somebody says, "Yo, don't think." Like, no, I can't. Yeah. How do you force yourself not to think?
Or when people just go, "You are now manually breathing or manually blinking." Now I notice that I'm blinking.
Now you're just like, "Oh, I'm gonna blink a couple times."
Yeah, that's like, instead of it being an automatic response, you just go, "No, now I feel the blinks." And in 5 minutes,
feel
you're not
the
gonna
breath.
feel but you go, "Oh, please, Jesus." And in your back of your mind, you going,
"This is what he wants.
This is what he wants. This is what I have to do." So you're not being sincere, but you are being sincere because you're asking it. So what is he? Hey, whatever. I'll find out in about 3 years.
Unless it's just the cold dirt.
This show is gonna end me, and I'll report back.
I told you that heart attack is gonna be a djembe video, like I said. I like Saturday More, no real reason why though. He knows when you are not. He knows when you're not. Okay, but like I don't know.
Santa Claus up in this bit.
Because I want that just life. I can mistrigger that dude drunk. I never feared you. Tier 3 subs for Heaven's win.
Stop!
Aside from the cut shit, what's the problem with Rent a Girlfriend besides being romance bullshit? No, I love romance manga. Dude, I am big. It's hard to love an otaku. It's my Sweat and Soap is my. There's almost no good characters. The cuck, like you said, is bullshit. Him just going, "Yo, I'm gonna confess." 7 chapters later, "Yo, I'm gonna confess." 3 chapters later, "Yo, I'm gonna confess." That was 40 chapters ago. What are they doing? Who is a good character there? Besides old girl that goes, "I can't let my heart beat too fast, otherwise I'm gonna get sick and die. But you make my heart beat fast, and I'm in there for you." I love her.
I'm trying to go.
I love her.
You asking questions about who this and who that, who the good character other than
who is it? Where are they? Rent a Girlfriend is trash. It's okay for the most part with a lot of good and a lot of bad, and then it just becomes trash. I hate his ex-girlfriend and just like manipulating him. Does she care? Does she not care? Who cares? I don't care.
I'm about to walk away.
Make it happen or don't. Stop with this teasing bush cuckery.
About that time.
There's a manga I read where it was just like, "Hey, this girl talks to me. I don't know why." It's like 22 chapters before they're together. In and out. What is this? 40 chapters since I'm gonna confess? Don't hit me with this. Aside from the cuss, what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with romance. There's nothing wrong with cuckery. Do what you want to do. Whatever is in your heart, whatever gets you a rise. This is trash writing, though. There's a difference.
You don't need to yell.
Yes, there is. I hate it.
It's fine.
I remember seeing someone describe Rent a Girlfriend in a story that continually based the idea of character development, and it's always stuck with me. Absolutely. Fringe character development. On the cusp of development. Can't wait for you to hit those guys who don't like Comey but like Rent a Girlfriend.
Oh, that one video? What those guys? Ain't nobody talking about negative Comey stuff. I wish we got Octopus Man. That was it.
I hate Rent a Girlfriend and shit. I'd rather read Quintessential. At least that series is fun. That's also on the list. My mom gave me a choice to go to church by explaining that I'd have to wake up early in the morning on a weekend, so I declined.
Oh man, I'm glad you could have declined. There was no choice when we were younger.
God is not a lie detecting your pulse. He just knows.
All right, we'll check in. I'll give a report.
Darn it, I can feel myself blinking again.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Once you hear that, you just go, dang, there it is.
This man is making mathematical equations while praying. I went to church once with my grandma. I got sick, puked, never went back to church again. Not sure if that means something about me. Oh, yeah.
You got the spirit, not the good one, though.
Check the hand for the sixes. My aunt once dropped me in a church when I was married. He's burning me!
Holy crap. bunch of heathens in chat. It's like, not going to church, bursting into flames in church, being dropped.
What's your ranking of these? RWBY, Genlock, Morbius, Eternals, sequel trilogy from worst to best.
If you count
I can't count Eternals because I haven't watched it.
Sequel trilogy as a whole or individual? I'm going as a whole. And I can do this right now.
Yeah,
Genlock is the worst.
Yep.
And then Eternals because it wasn't funny. Morbius because it was funny. You know what? Put Eternals and then the sequel trilogy, then Morbius, then RWBY. RWBY is the best of them.
I'd say that's fair. I can't speak to Eternals though.
Morbius is very funny. Don't go watch it. Don't do it for the meme. If you haven't watched it,
don't spend any money to watch Morbius. If you want to buy something else and then sneak into Morbius, I'm with you. If you want to go watch a Twitch stream that's 24/7 Morbius, I'm with you.
Hey, don't watch Morbius. Don't do it for the meme. Stay ignorant, do your memes, and just laugh and forget about it in 2 months.
I love Inuyasha. Oh, I just went to church today.
Crazy.
I love Inuyasha because of Kagome and Inuyasha's romance.
It was a slow burn, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah. I was always more of a Sango Miracle dude, though. Moroku. There we go. Not Moroku. Was it Moroku? Or was that the...
I'm going to look up Inuyasha Moroku and just get slash art.
It's been a long time since I've watched Inuyasha. Nakato is trash. That's correct.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And no porn.
Boo. Chivalry of a Failed Knight did it in 4 episodes. Yep, I remember that. Chivalry of a Failed Knight, they got married at episode 12. Did you forget? Kuma became good because of Christianity. Christianity versus atheism, 1-0. Checkmate, atheists. We got Kuma. Sinner, you're all sinners. Have you read Ora Monogatari? That's a fire romance manga. I recognize it, but I haven't read it yet. Check the Discord for and what? We're not doing that.
It's just
that stupid Kobe video.
And then the Rent a Girlfriend review that I'm assuming that they like, and I got no dog in that fight. That's a BG problem. My hands are clean.
Bro, everything's a BG problem. Hey, watch this Trigger Senpai video, BG. It's awful.
It was fine.
No, it wasn't.
You're playing it up. I don't appreciate
the power of horny. Read the manga. Or don't. I don't care. Stop consuming products. Have you guys read or watched Kaguya-sama, Love is War? What's your opinion? If yeah, it is on my list.
On my list, and it's been on my list for a very long time.
I swear it's been on my list for a year and a half. Have you seen School Zone Girls? It's a nice read. School Zone Girls. Let's see. Oh, I like the first image.
I think somebody recommended this. I recognize it. I definitely recognize this. No, I think I just downloaded it.
Okay. Yeah, it looks interesting.
I will give a report.
Have you guys watched Inazuma 11? Is that the soccer manga? If the soccer anime? If so, I have not, because there was another soccer anime that came out around the time, and I really didn't like it. So I was like, no, Inazuma 11 is something else.
Yes,
yep.
No, it's soccer.
Oh, it's the soccer one. Yep, because I played the mobile game for it, and I really like the mobile game. You should read Blue Period. It's already on the list. It is a good coming of age story. It is on my list. Where is my tablet? I think it's like the 4th to last thing I added. Thoughts on DxD? I couldn't finish it, but the idea of balance breakers appealed to me so much that I went buy it online.
What the are you talking about?
High School DxD. I have never read it, but it is on my list. I think I read 2 chapters, and I was like, I'll come back to this. And I just never did. But it is on the list. It will be read at some point in time.
So soccer anime, my favorite part of Chivalry of a Failed Knight is when the lightning slashes look good as Demon Slayer's lightning slashes.
Yep.
I've never seen that, but I've heard it's pretty good.
Blue Period is the third to last thing I have added. Fly Me to the Moon is pretty interesting. It's a kid that gets hit by a car. Oh, no. So a kid that's trying really hard in school, working out everything. He sees a beautiful girl and he walks towards her. And a truck barrels down on him. And she saves him. And they both get hit by a car, so he runs and tries to find her. She's at a bus stop. He's bleeding. He's kind of dying. And he's just like, I need to ask her out. I need to ask her name. And he's just like, hey, will you go out with me? And she said, yeah, if you marry me. And then like 5 years later, she shows up on a doorstep and they get married. And then it's just them trying to figure out what love and marriage is for the next 100 and something chapters. It's really good. I got girlfriend. I know that was a request from somebody.
We supposed to be out of here 15 minutes ago.
Oh my god! All right, it's soccer anime. My favorite part of Chivalry Night. Oh, you already read that. All right, we're out of here, y'all. No more questions. Shut up.
What are you doing? You just went on autopilot like Phil.
Oh, dude, that stream was awful.
Drit's coming next week.
This
Set
week.
your watch to it.
This week.
Shut up.
The 11th.
Shut up.
Sunday is the start of the week.